Alrighty, and now we are live, boys. Let's see. We got a fun group of lads here. What's up, you Winnipeg Psychos? What a season, boys! What a season,
what
indeed.
A season!
Who the hell would have guessed the Jets would have been first in the league at this time of year? Like,
I did.
I did not. I did not.
Fun fact: if we win today in regulation, we officially clinch our division and the conference.
Is by God, that's what we need.
Yes. So regulation dub equals even bigger dub.
Dubs in the chat.
Dubbies.
Nick P says, "Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go!" Indeed. Starting neck, Hellebuck, 44, 12 and 3, 2.02 goals against average, 924 save percentage. Are we looking at your Hart Trophy winner?
I would.
Are we?
I would say yes.
I would freaking hope so.
And if not, then isn't Carey Price the last goalie to win the Hart?
He might have been. I don't even remember.
It's the most valuable player.
It's the most valuable player for any for the regular season.
Yeah. In the league. Oh.
Good morning, Carter. Biggest game of the season. Biggest game. He's from Australia.
Hey, represent.
We got some Aussies in the chat.
That is actually
oi,
cool.
oi. Let's win this thing, shall we, boys? Let's go.
Yes.
Indeed.
Let's go, Andres.
And
honestly, for me,
I have Fallow getting a little excited at the draw. Okay, here we go.
This game is a win-win for me, man.
No, it is not a win-win.
For me, it is.
No, it's not.
I prefer the Jets winning, but
then it's not a win-win.
It is.
It's a win and slightly less win.
If the Stars win, I won't be that upset.
I would be.
And I would.
Then how'd you feel when the Red Wings beat the Jets?
How did I feel when the Red Wings beat the Jets? Yeah. On one hand, kind of like, oh, it's nice seeing the Red Wings win, but then also being like, really, this one? Why did it have to be this one?
That's how I'll feel.
Does Dallas have a Waffle House?
There's a Waffle House near where I used to live.
Man, I want to go to a Waffle House.
Honestly, it's not as violent as one would think.
I don't think of violence. I just think of waffles. Other than that one video.
Boys, we are at 14 viewers. Thank you guys for joining up. What's up? This is the best season ever for the Jets. Yeah, it is.
Wait for the playoffs. We'll see.
He said season. He said season.
Okay,
he did not.
The playoffs.
Let's hope they have the best playoff run. How about that?
In franchise history.
In all of history.
I don't want to go to another game too and then be like, well, we're here and we lost. I don't want that again.
We're here and we're.
I think it's so important the Jets win game 2 because if, I'm trying to think of the last time they won game 2 was Minnesota. It was the last time we won game 2, and we whooped their ass.
Did we win the series?
Yeah, we won. We beat them in 5.
And then we beat.
Or actually, no, we beat Edmonton 4 straight. I'm forgetting about when we beat Edmonton.
Right.
Oh,
yeah, that's when the Oilers got fucking swept.
And then never mind.
Key parts of the game start. Oh my god, seriously?
What a garbage.
Who the hell submitted that?
Some drunk.
Okay, so okay, so that was Kevin Sawyer, right? We can agree this was Kevin Sawyer.
That was Kevin Sawyer.
That was Kevin Sawyer's idea. Getting closer for Utah naming an official team name after temporarily name hockey club.
Andres, what would you name Utah?
Well, because they can't do Yeti. Because Yeti, they have a problem with...
screw the mug company.
Because of the mug company. However, I don't understand this because they didn't have a problem with a cup company called Stanley. Really? That wasn't a bigger issue?
Wait, then what about
Wasn't the Stanley Cup there before the Stanley Company?
Oh, it was. It was there 100 years before that company.
Yeah, so then
I guess does Stanley Cup itself not have the same copyright?
They're technically still called a Stanley Cup.
Yeah, but the problem is they couldn't name the team Utah Yeti because they found that was too close to the brand name called Yeti.
Let's go, Shen.
There you go, Shen.
Big body.
I still want them.
That's moving out.
I still want them to be called the Storm and Mormons.
Yeah,
they won't do Storm and Mormons. That's way too good.
What would
they wanted to do?
Hope Helly wins heart and plays out of his mind for playoffs. We need him. We do. We desperately do. Neil Pionk back in the lineup tonight. Oh, come on, Tanev. Close.
Team in Colorado.
True. Then we got swept. We don't talk about that portion. We don't talk about that portion.
I don't know why sports teams have such a thing with calling with having the same name.
You know what? Let's bring back the Redskins. Let's bring it back.
Jesus.
The Utah Redskins.
Jesus.
Because Winnipeg and
Like,
New
at
York,
least with Edmonton, with their CFL team, it had EE in the name, so they kind of had to. When they renamed it to Elks, they kind of had to go with
Elks
something like.
makes sense.
Elks
Makes
is-
sense.
I'd argue Elks is a better name.
that actually is true.
Bold take. Like, just their branding in general, I'd argue is better.
Their helmets look great.
Hey, attaboy, ref. Way to
Yeah.
trip up Dallas. Thank you.
It's kind of nice that they can use both logos. You know what I
Because
mean?
fucking Winnipeg never had an issue
Yeah.
with New York. That being the
WJ
Jets.
2000.
Jets.
Go Jets, go! Go Jets, go! Indeed. Got 16 minutes left in the first.
New York Jets.
Not a whole lot yet.
New
Although
York
we saw
Jets.
some
Wait,
Luke Shen.
San
rough
Francisco never had an issue with them either.
With
well,
who?
they were technically a New York team before they moved to San Francisco.
Stars offense saved by Hellebuck.
Big Bucky. Let's go.
Cody Cece did something he never does. Never does.
Never
Never
does.
does.
Never
He
does.
hit the net. That was going to be the
You never
joke.
do's.
You never
The
does.
joke is that Cody's. There are literal videos on YouTube, compilations of Cody Cece missing the net, and the announcers calling it in the most hilarious way possible. With the Cody Cece missed the net by a mile.
That reminds me of playing NHL Slapshot on the Wii.
Yes,
Good times.
the good times. Yes, indeed.
I almost cried.
Imagine if they made a game like NHL Slapshot, but for the Switch 2.
I almost cried when I found out.
I'd
you couldn't
buy the
fight
Switch
people.
too. $700 and all that.
Yeah.
$700.
Yeah. I
$700.
was about to say the Americans complaining about the 500. Oh, it might be more than that if they keep the tariffs.
Lowry.
Yeah.
Oh, ooh, come on! Oh,
Ah!
good chance by Nina Ryder.
Do you have the horn?
Nina!
Oh yes.
Come
yeah.
on!
Do you have the horn?
Oh,
It's fine.
I just saw him go. Honestly, I missed it. I was looking over there for a quick second
Why are you looking over there?
Why you
because you
bought-
said
crazy.
the thing. So I
How are
looked
you
over
gonna set
there.
up for WrestleMania, by the way?
We're gonna pull that TV from over there and plop it down right there
Wait, what TV?
in the spare bedroom.
Wait,
Like the
oh.
one that's like the same size as this one.
Why are you bringing it that much closer?
Why
The
am I
thing
gonna bring
is-
it over there?
Yeah.
Because
No.
WrestleMania and Jets game one are running at the
Whoa,
same
what the-
time. Yeah.
It's either
They want to start the
it'll
playoffs on the Saturday.
It'll either be for night 1 or night 2 of WrestleMania.
Well, Richie and I will be at that game. So.
Yeah. Most likely night 2 because there's a Bachman Turner Overdrive concert on the Saturday.
Oh, that was almost offside.
Let's
oh,
see.
so you want stream night 2?
We need to get out of the first round this year. Cannot agree more. We are not going to see 7 NHL Canadians club in the playoffs because Vancouver got eliminated by Minnesota Wild win in OT last night over Sharks. Yeah. What is it with every game last night? Like there was like at least like I think it was 5 or 6 games that had 15 goals scored per game.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Minnesota beat San Jose 8-7. Like
I remember.
Yoel Eriksson X scored 4 goals.
Is this a back-to-back?
For us or them?
No, for Dallas.
No.
Did Vancouver beat them yesterday or 2 days ago?
2 days ago.
Because what a game that was.
Yeah. Dallas being up 5-0.
Oh yeah, then
going into the third period.
with a minute
What?
left.
3-0.
No, was
3-1,
it 3? Was it 3? I
They
thought
were
they were
up
up by
3
5.
They scored 3 power play goals in the first one, up 3-0. And then Vancouver made it 3-1, and then 3-2.
Oh, that was
Literally
good.
within
Not gonna lie.
within the last minute. Of
But they were
They
up.
scored 3 goals.
They
in the
scored
last
3
minute.
goals in the last
which
minute.
is
I know that.
insane. And then they won it in OT, right? Was
Yeah.
it OT?
Yeah, but 3 goals in 1 minute is brutal to give up.
Especially in the last minute of the game.
13:50
That's
left in the
first time
first
in
period.
NHL
Shots are
history.
5-2 for Winnipeg.
Oh. I thought he had him lined up. There was a bit where the Schiffer.
Jets going in.
Oh!
Oh, I was about to say.
Put it on net. Get pucks on net. Pucks in deep, boys. Pucks on net.
Let's see.
Shen.
Shen.
Oh!
Oh, oh, it's loose.
Oh,
What the?
I
Surprised
swear I
didn't
thought that.
blow the whistle.
I thought they blew that dead. Yeah,
I got scared.
I guess not.
Oh, last year I'm very traumatized for Connor getting out of his fucking zone.
Although I will say,
I'm so
he's
terrified.
been better
For
this
game
year.
2.
He's not perfect.
like
He has improved.
Kyle Connor or Hellebuck?
No, Connor Hellebuck. Sorry,
Hellebuck.
I should have said his last name. Connor Hellebuck.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It was game 2.
Hellebuck gives. I literally feel more confident when it comes to handling the puck.
Comrie.
I'm more
Easily.
confident in
Very
Comrie.
confident,
Yeah.
But you know who
Hey,
I have full
Stan.
confidence in? Logan Stanley.
Logan Stanley.
Hey,
Logan
you know
Stan-
what? Logan Stanley threw a hit there. That's one more than he normally does.
I wanted to
guarantee you-
steamroll.
There you go,
I
Stan.
guarantee
Give him
you
hell.
by next year, Logan Stanley will
There you
bring
go,
out
Keon.
the
Keon's
best
back.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
we were talking about this beforehand.
I am just
P-
oblivious. Wow.
Well, no, you weren't here. I meant like before you arrived.
Oh.
It's not your fault. Don't worry.
It's not your fault.
It's not your fault. It's
not-
the accident. You
unlike
have to
unlike
move
the
on.
Nashville fans that will say it's all your fault. That goalie chant they do.
Mountain
After-
Dew.
Mountain Dew. Shifley's going through.
One do.
What?
That's all.
Okay.
One do.
Just one.
Oh,
Jesus.
Oh, come on.
let's go Apples.
Appleton.
Nathan Appleton.
Nathan
Come on,
Appleton
Nathan.
with the puck.
Jets down low.
USC, KFC,
Moving that around.
GMC.
Ooh, oh, come on. Loose.
Zero
Ah.
HD.
Lakers in 5.
Good shot by Morrissey.
What?
And that's the thing. It's that the
You see, Luka Doncic got 45 points.
Oh
this
my
is
God. And
pretty
it-
evenly matched.
Literally yesterday.
Because
in
if you
the
think
exact
about
same
it,
stadium,
if you think about it as well, Gabriel Velarde is out for the Jets, but Miro Haskinen's out for the Stars, so it's relatively even.
clearly you don't know ball. Sorry.
Clearly.
Um, Where is Zach? Unfortunately, Zach has
died.
too much schoolwork in order to.
He's dead.
Yeah, he passed
He was
away.
hoping to be here, but
Clearly.
he's just got so much going on with
Clearly
that.
doesn't know that Luka
I have a ton
Doncic
as well. I was able
had
to,
his revenge
fortunately,
tour
the reason we were
yesterday.
able to stream was I was able to finish it a little bit earlier today so that we could.
They were chanting
as
Fire
this game is
Nico,
just that
which
important.
Is the Mavs general manager.
Also,
Oh, yeah.
keep in mind
Or
for you
the
guys,
owner
Yeah.
of the
One second.
Mavs.
we will be live streaming Game 1 of the Stanley Cup playoffs, as well as games 3 and 4. Game 2, I will be present at. But yeah, we're going to be live. Yes, we will be present at. This is correct. At Game 2. Game 1 will land on either night 1 or 2 of WrestleMania. Whichever night it does not land on, we will stream WrestleMania as per normal. And whatever night WrestleMania does land on, we will stream the Jets game. But we will actually, in front of us, also have WrestleMania on a separate TV we will set up.
Uh-oh, what's going on there?
And we got a bit of a
Why do you go to
Tia
Burns
said,
all
why are you
day?
cutting away?
That's... Woo! That is a, elbow in the face, if I've ever seen one.
Okay, so there's a big scrum in the corner. And TSN's like, yeah, we're going to cut away from that one.
Hey, at
Why
least
would-
there's shop on, save on.
Yeah, we got to show us.
Do
Have you guys never seen a Save on Foods ad? You definitely have, because
I
they
worked
force
at
feed
Save
it to. There's so many Save on Foods ads.
Hey, at
It's
least
so-
that...
And I wouldn't have a problem that if by shopping there you would save on food, but you don't. It's
It's
more
so
expensive. It's
expensive.
so expensive.
One-
BS.
one
It's all false advertising.
One fun part of working at Save on Foods is in the back. Well, at least the one where I worked, they had a big old crusher. Because that's where we put the cardboard boxes.
Oh yeah,
And I was so scared of falling in there. For
like
some
that,
reason.
like that shit from Superstore.
I never seen Superstore.
Oh yeah,
Like
well,
the stuff that'll turn you into Cube from Wally.
Yeah. No, it's literally like that. It goes
so
up
Wally,
and then it's
so
just-
Wally. So you're talking about Wally.
Andres was inside Wally?
Maybe.
What?
I heard Gabriel Velarde is coming back for playoffs. I heard that as well. I heard week to week and should be back hopefully for playoffs. I have not heard an update on that. I really hope so. We could really use Gabriel Velarde.
It's gonna be worse. It's gonna be worse.
What did you say?
I said, you know how like those memes where like ADHD where you have Family Guy and then Subway Surfers?
Underneath.
For us, it's just gonna be hockey and then wrestling.
Commercial break. Let's watch wrestling.
Here's wrestling.
Yeah, that's basically what we're gonna.
Oh, I wonder who's gonna finish the story this year. Tongaloa for sure. Right?
Yeah.
John Cena.
John Cena.
Yes.
Oh, I want Santana.
Oh yes. Happy birthday to the dumbest thing ever done by a wrestling promotion, aka when AEW decided to air the footage of the backstage altercation with CM Punk, showing that
How long ago was that?
like when that happened or when they aired it.
When both.
Well, when they aired it exactly a year ago today.
How long
And-
ago was that? Like,
It
what
was
happened?
from All In 2023. Basically,
So 2 years ago.
they fired Punk over a backstage altercation where basically Jack Perry was just being a complete asshole. And they said that CM Punk was violent to the point where Tony Khan, feared for his life. And then all the video showed that Punk put Jack Perry in a headlock, and that was it.
I thought that was Andrew.
And so it just it was them trying to air out their dirty laundry on national television, and it went so poorly, like it backfired in the worst possible way, and the ratings just tanked. It was bad.
Nice.
Melatonin dreams. Stanley been playing good lately. This is true. As much as I'm not a fan of Stanley, and I think that a Colin Miller game is better than the Stanley Good game. He has improved. I think all in all, he's been better ever since Shen has got there. It almost looks like Shen's physicality is not like fully like worn off onto Stanley, but a little bit it has.
My captain, yes, it is.
If he's gonna play, he needs to play like a big guy. He's 6'7". He's got to use it. Stars going in.
Oh god.
6-4 shots for Winnipeg. 10 minutes left in the first. Almost Bombers preseason. I'm excited. How our offense this year after Buck Pierce exit. I am really curious how our playbook looks for this year. I think that's maybe one thing we'll see a little bit in the preseason, even though a lot of guys will obviously
I
be
see them go back to back
wrestling.
Grey Cup final losses. That would be great.
Who?
The Bombers.
You do realize they did 3 in a row, right?
It's 3 in a row.
Is that
In the final?
yes?
Yep,
We've been to the Grey Cup finals 5 years.
Times. We won the first 2 against the same team.
Yeah.
I think in the exact same
Also
stadium.
known as Let's Go Hamilton. Let's get into the
We
final.
beat them
Let's
twice.
play Hamilton in the final.
Did we? Was it back-to-back?
We
Grey
beat
Cups in
Hamilton both times.
Was it back-to-back Grey Cups in Hamilton? No. First one was in Calgary. Second one was in.
The second one was in Hamilton. That's right.
And then we
then,
lost 3 straight.
Yeah, and then we lost to Toronto, then Montreal, then Toronto again.
again.
And the last one there was no well, I shouldn't say there was no excuse for. Claire's did get injured during that game, but then again, we also made the dumb decision to not do anything about it. And we also were playing against Nick Arbuckle the whole game, so you know.
I arguably is probably a bit sadder than Kansas losing the Bills.
I'm happy when Bombers got Peyton Lynch in free agency.
Who?
Peyton Lynch.
Oh.
I've been kind of.
Peyton Lynch.
I want to say he was one of those guys that dropped down from the NFL.
I don't know. I feel like it's a trap. They're probably gonna say something.
I don't know. The I can't. I don't know. It's Drake. Drake's chill.
Oh.
Yeah. It's the Drakeinator. The Drakeinator.
What I say?
Yeah.
You've
been obsessed with
I've had that song stuck in my head for 2 weeks.
That's fair.
Cardboard. No, it's just plastic.
Yeah, Zach got a Minecraft Happy Meal.
That's
Eat
it.
and steal. Ender pearl. This is an ender pearl.
Crafting table.
Water bucket.
Chicken jockey.
Water bucket.
It's
Release!
It's funny how they picked him, even though he looks nothing like Steve. But they just knew you'd get so many memes with Jack Black, and it would draw money, and it did. To be fair,
It did.
Chicken jockey.
I was telling Shaggy that I want to see it, but I don't want to get popcorn thrown on me.
Yeah.
And there was a guy that brought a live hen, like an actual chicken, in the movie theater. Like, he snuck it in.
When?
It had to have been this week or last week when the movie came out.
Well, where? Like in Winnipeg?
No, it was in the States, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
But when the chicken jockey scene came, everyone went apeshit, and then the guy just had a hen. Just snuck in a chicken.
That's great.
I'm excited for Peyton Logan. Yeah, okay, that makes a lot more sense. Peyton Logan, yeah. No, Peyton Logan will be a very nice addition to the Bombers. Finally, we're gonna have a returner that's actually like pretty good. Like, no offense to Lucky Whitehead, but he was
Don't
not.
diss my man, Lucky.
I
Whitehead.
love Lucky Whitehead, but he was not the same Lucky Whitehead we lost. The Lucky Whitehead we lost to BC was insane. Like he retired. Like he was near the end of his career. You know what I mean?
Did he retire?
Yeah, he's a high school coach now. Somewhere.
Where?
I don't know. Probably a high school.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, somewhere in the States, yeah. Olivera and Peyton Logan is a scary running back squad. Yeah. So Peyton Logan, he's a running back, but then he's mostly a returner, and he's one of the better returners in the league. And so that'll be nice because our kickoff
that guy
return, he does not
has
look
the weirdest shaped face I've ever seen.
He does not look through.
The guy with the white cowboy hat kind of looks like Elon Musk.
He does.
Did you see that?
Yeah. Like halfway between you and Elon Musk.
Do not compare me.
Oh, did you see him get bullied on his stream?
What?
Elon Musk.
No.
He got bullied on his stream, and he ended it. He just rage quit. He was playing not Dragon's Dogma. What the fuck was he playing?
Well, I know there was one where like he paid someone to get like really
Yeah.
good at this game,
It's
and then
not
he
Dragon,
decided to
is it?
play it, and then he got bullied because basically
He doesn't
it
know how to play it.
exposed how he did not know how
He
to
doesn't
play
know
that
how to
game,
play- It's not
and he
Dragon's
didn't
Dogma, is it?
understand the most basic
I
shit.
forgot. It's one of those games like Dragon's Dogma and Diablo. But
It's crazy.
It's he says, "No, I did it all by myself." And then he just doesn't know how to actually play it. And then they interviewed his daughter. And
He
it
has a
turns out
daughter?
he has a daughter. And it
He has
turns
like
out,
10 kids. Like,
but it turns out they used to play Overwatch 1 together.
Mm.
And he'd bitch and moan about like not being good at the game while he was barely a bronze. Like they used to play rank a lot.
damn.
And then he'd only main. What the fuck did he main? Was it? I think it was Lucio.
I'm hoping our bombers will get to host.
I don't know what that means.
Lucio's.
Main?
Our bombers will go to the Grey Cup as home city host. I hope so. You'd
Like, as
think
soon
that
as you
if
get
they're
in the
able to
game,
make it
that's the
5
one
years in a
character
row,
you
and
choose.
then
So he mained
we
Lucio.
could do it at least one more and be in front of a home crowd. I'll be at that game. I'll be at the Grey Cup this year, with it being in Winnipeg. Yeah, it's in Winnipeg this year.
I know.
So, but no, we there was a deal the Bombers had where if you extend your season tickets for the next 3 years,
Jesus.
you get $100 off per ticket. Grey Cup. So here's the thing:
Are you going regardless of the Bombers?
we knew yeah, I'm going regardless.
All right.
Because I otherwise I'd have to I'd like to see one Grey Cup at least in my lifetime, like in person. And the thing is, we're planning on it's not like we're planning on stopping going to the Bombers in the next 3 years or whatever.
No,
so
yeah,
we were gonna do that anyway. So we saved $400. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
And it's smart on the Bombers' part because they're getting people to commit for 3 seasons. Like, that's
3
just
more years of losing in the big final.
hey.
Hopefully not.
How about we win 3
I
in a row?
can't
How about
take.
that? How about we
I
do
can't
that?
take it anymore.
We gotta win. We gotta win this year to at least be 500.
What? If we lose this year, I'm gonna
just to be at least 500. You know what I mean? 3 losses, the 2 wins at the start. Get at least one more win to go up to 500. You know?
Oh no, who was that?
We got 15
Neil.
viewers. Thank you guys so much.
Neil
What are your early
Fisk.
predictions for Grey Cup halftime
Neil
performance in
Point.
Winnipeg? I would love
What?
to see.
Oh.
It's funny. I would love. I know they said they retired.
Rage Against the Machine.
No, I'm
Oh,
not.
come
No,
on.
I love to see.
I would. Well, I'd like to see that too. But let me finish. I would love to see. I know they said they retired, and they had their last show recently. But Sum 41. You got a Canadian band. And also their last show, that crowd was so dead, and I would like to believe that a Grey Cup crowd would be much better because they were pretty good for Green Day a few years ago. And
Green Day was sick. That was
and well, and Sum 41's is in that same kind of punk rock, like pop punk, from the genre from the early 2000s.
Thank you.
I think this is the year you have a Canadian artist for sure. I think you market it like
Let's go
that.
Tanev. Look at that hustle.
I know they've done Nickelback before, but you can do Nickelback again. Kind of.
Photograph.
But that would go hard. I would love to see Our Lady Peace. That would be really nice.
God.
That would be really, really nice. Especially since at their shows they've been playing one song by the Tragically Hip.
You could get Alter Bridge too.
Ooh, Alter Bridge would be nice. Although I think they're too niche.
I don't know what niche means.
Not a big enough band. God damn it, we're taking an LA game penalty.
Stanley?
Or wait, no, I thought that went over the glass. I thought that went over the glass because I saw the arm go up and I saw the puck go up. Oh my goodness. We're good. That just went down the ice. It went up and it looked like it went over the glass. But anyways, the another one I'd love to see Billy Talent, but I know they won't do Billy Talent.
No, they won't.
That'd be so awesome though. Billy Talent for Grey Cup.
I think Greta Van Fleet could do good. They could. No, I like Greta Van Fleet.
I like Greta Van Fleet,
but they're not gonna do that good at fucking Grey Cup.
They wouldn't do Grey Cup.
Be an old white guy.
I have one suggestion. My one suggestion is simple. Don't do the Jonas Brothers.
Why?
Something better.
What's wrong with the Jonas Brothers?
It's that they're bad.
No.
Yes.
I haven't listened to it.
I don't like the Jonas Brothers. I really.
You know who would ironically be fun to watch? Just NSYNC. Tell me that wouldn't be fun.
Jason would be so excited.
Yeah, so would I.
He has 2 NSYNC shirts. He's got 2 of them.
What is,
That's
make
2
it-
too many.
Make it 3. What's wrong with NSYNC? Besides Justin Timberlake. What's wrong with NSYNC? Besides Justin Timberlake.
I don't know. I'm just
Thanks.
fucking with
I can't name anybody else other than Justin.
There's Joey Fatone.
I love how you
That's
know
it.
the names of all the members.
Because
I'm
I
like-
like NSYNC.
Yeah, he's gonna be like giving out his. He's got a full house of NSYNC members just ready to list off.
All I ever need. I like NSYNC.
Oh my. I'm also curious. The Lions still need to announce who they're gonna have as the concert for their home opener. They do that each year. They the Lions, in order to
Lions
try to
as in,
gain
like,
crowd?
Detroit Lions?
BC
No,
Lions.
Oh, BC. Oh.
So 2 years ago they had One Republic at their home opener. This is to try to get people in the building, so that way then they'll come to games and whatnot. And they've went from having one of the worst attendance in the CFL to one of the best from that. Because people will see the show at the start of the game, but then they'll stay, and then they'll be like, wait a minute, this is actually like reasonably priced compared to like Canucks
They
games.
won't let them leave. They'll lock the
MLS.
gates.
And we should come back to some more games. Like the marketing in BC, they have just completely 180'd the team in the best way possible.
I haven't met one single person who's like, yeah, let's go.
Jonas
see
Brothers do
One
not suck. They got hot wives. I think that more.
Jesus,
I think that
that's
speaks
one
more
way to look at
towards
it.
the wives and
God.
less towards the Jonas Brothers.
Jesus. Okay, that's
Like-
one way to look at it, I guess.
Oh, they gotta talk about Chaz Lucius
Oh,
now.
he retired. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just so sad. Did you hear about this? Yeah. So what is it? Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, I believe, is what it's
Yeah.
called.
There's downloads. Yeah.
Yeah. Has to retire. Just 20. Wait, when's his birthday? Because
Uh,
I might be older than this guy, which feels
we
weird. to
might
say.
be older than this guy.
Yeah, we might, because we're like I'm 21. So
The guy had such a promise as well.
We're
yeah,
turning 20. Oh, we're
yeah, he was a
turning
former
22.
first round pick for the Jets from
Wait.
the U.S. development program, where that's where we got both Connor Hellebuck and Kyle Connor.
Who's technically would Joey technically be the oldest since he was born in January?
Wait, he was. Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
no, he would.
wait,
technically be the
which
oldest.
day in January was he born again?
Oh God,
It was like 7th or something.
no, the 17th.
6th.
Was it the 6th? Do you know his birthday?
No, I jokingly said 6th.
Oh,
like
do you
just
know
like
his-
imagine.
Oh.
Do
No,
you
I
know
don't.
his
I don't
birthday?
know. I'm asking.
I know it's in January.
I think it's
swear
early
to
January,
God.
and I
It
think
is
it's early January. Yeah, I think it's
'Cause
like
I
the
remember
5th.
early January.
What if it is the 6th? Huh? Isn't that funny?
No, because the thing is, it is early January because like every year in high school he'd go to Cuba.
this
for his
is
birthday.
true. That's right.
So then it has to be early January, and then
I went
who's
to
next?
elementary with him. I should know this because his birthday party was the first birthday party I ever
Oh,
got invited to.
Lowry just crushed
Wait,
the
wait,
guy.
who's next? It's
Adam
Billy,
Lowry
Jason's in
absolutely
April. Then
destroys
it's
Jamie Benn.
Yours,
No,
and then-
Shaggy.
No, Shaggy.
Yeah.
Wait, don't you and Zach share a birthday?
No, we're 2 days
here.
apart.
2 days apart.
Oh, there's turmoil in front of the Jets
But
net.
it's in May, right?
I'm May 7th. His May 5th.
May-
His is May 5th. Yeah.
You
May 23rd.
And Jake
May 23rd.
and Jake is May 3rd. And my
May
girlfriend's
3rd.
is May 1st.
Richards is
And
May
Star Wars Day is May
24th.
4th.
I'm one day older than Richard.
Fuck! Mine's May 31st.
Everyone here is in May.
I'm the wait. I can't
Which
do
one?
the
Wait,
next
wait.
one.
Which day is yours, Cap, and which day is
23rd.
Richard's?
Richards is 24th.
23rd, 24th. Everyone's born in May.
May 30th.
All right.
Our
Am I the
parents timed it
Under
well.
5 minutes left in the
They
first period.
synchronized.
Shots are 10-8 for the Jets,
I was
but the Stars
on.
are starting to get some offense here.
In my defense, I was a month early. I should have been more.
I'm getting my let's see. I'm getting old. My birthday is
Not-
getting closer.
Not
May
good.
20th.
Not good at all.
I'm gonna be Nikolai
Go, 3 on
Ehlers,
2,
number
3 on 2,
27.
let's
Oh,
go,
that's
boys.
not old.
Let's go.
Oh,
good, man.
oh!
Ehlers moving through. Oh, tries to get it to Perfetti, but
Fetty Wap, come on.
But
Who you
Fetty
calling
would-
Fetty Wap?
he's called Perfetti Fetty.
Oh my! Do you want to? Should we make a shirt out of that?
Yeah.
Womp womp. Keep it in. Squircle.
It's Boba Perfetti. Jets getting some offense here.
Shoot it
Moving
again.
through on the side. Kyle Connor backhand. Oh, close.
Get the horn.
Not quite.
Never mind. You're not gonna get the horn ready.
Let's go. Oh, Fetty.
He's in jail.
Stars moving it in.
Womp womp.
What do you mean womp womp? Don't womp womp Fetty Wap.
No. The
He-
Stars.
he-
Oh.
No, the Stars are womp 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 for all 3 goals that they let in the last minute of the game.
May it happen again.
What?
But may we win in regulation.
But may
Yes.
we
May they let in 3 goals in a tied game.
But may we win in regulation.
May we win in regulation.
Stars moving in.
I think Jets win 4-3.
Really aggressive game by Shen.
4-3.
Loving
4-3.
that.
Alright.
And we score with 3 minutes left in the third period on a power play because
Jets getting a change.
Alright, we're locking it in. Get your parlays ready.
4-3 Jets.
Pionk.
4-3 Jets. Logan Stanley gets a hat trick.
Logan Stanley hat trick. You're going to be a millionaire.
Logan Stanley hat trick.
This will be a high stick, and
What
this will
happened?
be a face-off outside. High stick.
By who?
But not like a penalty high stick.
What's
So high sticking can be a penalty if you hit someone in the face, but high sticking can also be if you hit the puck over the height of the crossbar, and then your own team touches it, it's blown dead.
Oh.
Yeah,
because stupidity.
That's just the rules.
I know, it's stupid.
It is a bit of a weird rule. I can understand it disallowing a goal. I get that, but
Yeah.
but it is
Especially if it's in your
kind
own
of those
zone.
quirky rules of what?
If it's in your own zone, do they whistle it dead? If you hit that
Yes.
with
I think you're thinking of hand passes.
eyes?
Hand passing, you can make a hand pass in your own zone,
Okay.
with the exception of the crease. The crease, it's an automatic penalty shot
What's
if you do
the
that.
crease?
If you cover with your hand.
The blue paint.
No, but you can knock it out with your hand.
Yeah, but you can't cover it though.
No,
that's
but
yeah.
you can slap it away with your
That's
hand.
true. Yeah, but
It's
you
your teammate.
but you could also that's kind of also that gray area where you can kind of get into trouble.
Yeah,
for
but if
that.
you go like this, you smack it out of the way.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Icing.
But for example, if someone covers it and then goes like this, it makes
Steal.
and tries to make the argument they were just hand passing it. I'm saying that's where there's a gray area. You know what I mean? You can
Imagine Jack Black commentates
Release.
a hockey game.
Flint and steel.
Well, I know that I can imagine when Snoop did it because he did it and then they put it in an NHL video game.
Oh, they did. I remember that.
Yeah. I'm not gonna hang out watching stream too much because I'm gonna be watching WHL playoffs on my Victory Plus Lethbridge Hurricanes versus Calgary Hitmen's round 2. Go Jaeger Bomb, go! There you go.
That guy's a Jet. Braden Jaeger. Never mind.
Braden Jaeger. Perfetti. Come on. Oh, we got a little bit of a scuffle around Nemesnikov.
Who's that number 6 guy?
I don't know.
Extra mouth to feed. Get out of here, you waste of oxygen.
Is Tyler Seguin still playing?
Yeah, although I think he's still injured right now.
Oh.
I can't remember if he's back yet.
I remember he used to have a jersey.
Is that Thomas Harley?
No, that's Wyatt Johnston.
Or which one's Thomas Harley? I'm trying to remember.
He's a defenseman, and he's taller.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking, but I was trying to remember his number.
Than my
I was trying to remember his
Logan
number.
Stanley. Sorry.
That's all he's got on.
UFC, KFC, GMC,
CRHD.
5. Bigger than 5.
Wow. Good.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah!
There we go!
What a bomb!
Josh Morrissey with a bomb from the point! Woo! Oh, it's Niederreiter. He gets the. I think he gets the tip. Woo!
What a tip!
Oh, I know it was a tip.
What a
Yeah,
tip!
it was a
Shane,
Yeah, it's a tip. Yeah, it was a tip.
What a tip! Oh my gosh! Unreal!
Woo!
Unreal!
And the Jets are on the board. 1-0 Winnipeg.
Let's go Jets!
Woo!
Let's go Jets!
Let's go, Jets!
Woo!
All right. What a tip!
Niederreiter
Pause.
gets the deflection
Actually, no.
on a missile
No, pause. Rewind.
from Josh Morrissey and Adam Lowry with that
Oh, no.
secondary
It amazes me how
assist.
they can change the direction of those pucks. It's like they have a third arm.
It's crazy.
nuts.
Stars getting some offense.
Jesus.
Shot goes wide. And
Yup. Make
Oh,
it 2
There's some
nothing,
confusion
please.
in the corner.
Oh,
About a minute
Beautiful
left in the
passing.
first
Nice
period.
try.
Jets
Great
into the
pass,
offensive
great
zone.
pass.
Across for Kyle Connor. He shoots and it goes wide.
Do it again, boys. Do it again.
Jets with it. Try to put that low, but
Team
it goes
another
off a
shot.
skate and the Stars will get it out.
is IFLO number 9?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey, Shaggy, can I get some of that high quality H2O, please?
You like
Intermission?
yeah,
Like from
yeah.
your fridge?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Specifically
From the fridge.
Yeah. You know where we got like the cups up there?
Yes.
Yeah, you can just if you want to just get one.
I will go and
you
get
can,
one.
You can go get one yourself. You have my permission.
Thank you.
Stars moving in. 10 seconds left in the first, and trying to move it down low.
What a
And
save.
Connor Hellebuck
Acrobat.
with a bit of a funky looking save, but he makes it nonetheless.
Jason Robertson looks like his eyes are about to fall out of his face.
All right.
Like a malformed Funko Pop. That's Jason Robertson.
Interesting.
It's
Interesting
true.
analogy. Interesting.
I love the way he just like kicks the leg up there. That's such like a Martin Brodeur way to stop the puck, like a stand-up goalie. You know what I mean? And
Where's the puck?
and the that will conclude the
first
first
intermission.
period. Jets go into intermission, up 1-0.
Hey Shaggy, what's your silly little cat name? First name, the card, the numbers on your card. Middle name, the wacky little 3 numbers in the back. The last name, the expiration date. What would be your cat name?
I don't want to tell you my
Go on.
I don't want to tell
Type
you
it
my
in
cat. He's like, don't worry, you don't have to say it out loud. You just have to type.
Type it in the chat.
Let's say.
I've never been in the little ball in downtown Dallas.
I
It's,
want to go.
it's a restaurant, but
Have you ever been
well,
in
it's
that
probably
building?
5-star
American
restaurant.
Airlines?
yeah, only once. It was the Mavericks against the Brooklyn Nets, 2016, when Jeremy Lin was still with the Nets, and Dirk Nowitzki hasn't retired yet. No, did he retire? No, it's when he scored. I think it's when he got 30,000 points or 40,000 points, something like that.
Well, you were at that game.
I was at that game.
That's sick.
I'm probably going to come back when the Hurricane versus Hitman period
man,
ends.
so sick. I wanted.
You may do
I
that.
get to
We
do it,
appreciate
like,
you
me
for
and my
coming
dad.
by.
When was it? It was for sure in 20. No, it was a couple games after he got his 40,000 points. I think because they had their little. Well, he had a
Shtick.
No, they were selling Dirk Nowitzki bobbleheads.
I've driven past at South Beach Casino. Just looks depressed.
Where's South Beach Casino?
Highway 59.
Where's Highway 59?
Lajimodier turns into Highway 59.
Oh, you keep going straight down.
You just keep going.
Keep going up, sorry, not down.
You go that direction, eventually you'll find yourself at the
Craving
one-way.
save. The 7-Eleven app is still a thing?
It is?
Yeah, it is.
Oh. I'm assuming you can't get any more free Slurpees.
Yeah, I don't know if you can.
I think they stopped.
I use the app normally.
Ew.
The amount of times people just fleeced that.
I remember
in
it 'cause-
high school.
Yeah, because it was phone numbers before they changed it to emails.
No, it was emails first.
Oh,
It was
and then phone
emails,
numbers?
then phone numbers. Yeah.
Oh, I downloaded.
But then
the,
there was a fake phone number app which I used once.
Yeah, I did.
And then there's a fake email. Like there was a bunch of stuff.
I
For
used
that,
that
yeah.
so many times.
What are our thoughts on the period, gentlemen? We're gonna go
Not bad.
across. Kepler, thoughts on the period?
Pretty decent.
Pretty decent. Andres, thoughts on the period?
Pretty good.
Pretty good indeed. And my thoughts on the period, well, we're playing Dallas, and we come out of it scoring more goals than them. I'm a fan. So let's keep doing that for the next 2 periods. Still got 16 viewers in the chat. Thank you guys so much for joining. Let's see.
I got 30 watts stuck in my
Mickey Goldman, my thoughts on first period. Both teams playing hard. They are. This is true. Dallas is they are
Playing
not
hard.
They are not taking this lying down.
Playing hard in the yard.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Ender.
What a damn play by
Ender.
Nino. Indeed.
This is an ender pearl.
Yes. And now that we're
Zap.
Water bucket. Release. Chicken jockey. God.
just doing this just to fix the sledgehammer angle.
How cooked is Argentina?
Dallas seems like a
This
heavy
is the
team,
normal
so continuing to
word
push them to the outside is important. Could not agree more. I think the only thing you can maybe hope for the Jets here is a quick setup in the offensive zone. As our goal from before wasn't necessarily directly on the rush, but where we'll have those first two guys come in, you'll have that, and then your trailers come in. It goes back, and then those first two guys are crashing the net. This is exactly how Nino scored. He was able to get in front of the net, get the deflection, and he got the Jets up on the board. As Dallas is a team that very much will pursue you when you're playing in their zone. So if you give them a chance to set up properly defensively, it won't take long for them before they will start pursuing. But then also kind of hard to score on Dallas just directly on the rush, just because their defense is relatively good at preventing that. But not running.
Sorry.
I was like thinking like he's eventually gonna stop, right?
Sorry.
And he just keeps going and gets fucking louder.
Sorry.
He's just making
it was Brian May's guitar solo. What am I gonna do? It's Brian May. Anyway,
Jesus Christ.
You can continue, boss.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Some greasy goals probably is going to be a game changer.
Greasy?
That's how we're going to score in playoffs. Greasy garbage goals. That's how you win.
Like your mama. Sorry. That instinctually came out of me.
And being disciplined, yes. Hey, what's up? Will I see you during WrestleMania both nights? Sort of. You will see us because most likely Jets game 1 will land and collide with one of the 2 nights of WrestleMania. The night where WrestleMania is on and the Jets game is not, we will stream WrestleMania as per normal. The night where WrestleMania and the Jets game collide, we will be streaming the Jets game, but we will also, like, it'll be a Jets game stream, but we will actually have the WrestleMania, we'll have a second TV setup where we'll be watching WrestleMania. So we might be talking about that a little bit more during the intermissions and then also just at certain points throughout the game.
Bunch of half-naked men and clothed men.
Let's go Dallas Stars. No, I'm sorry. I can,
I don't know.
we appreciate you joining. As much as we were obviously Jets fans from Winnipeg. Dallas fans are welcome.
I just lost the plot.
Are welcome. So cheers from Canada. Thanks, Spike Dudley.
Spike Dudley.
Spike Dudley. That's not a name I've heard. That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Spike Dudley.
Who's Spike? So, you know Darby Allin in AEW?
Yeah.
No. He's the first one. He was the third member of the Dudleys, and he was the little guy that was just nuts. And like have you ever seen videos of Brock Lesnar's debut where he picks up a guy and powerbombs him 3 times?
That was him?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No, Spike Dudley. Spike Dudley was
a
a human crash dummy. Seriously, he was crazy.
He's such a masochist.
Yeah. Did you see Sami Zayn during the Detroit Habs game the other night? No, but I saw Yuppie, and because I'm convinced that Sami Zayn and Yuppie are the same person.
You know, he confirmed that he's not. I have seen them in the same room.
But Yuppie.
I have seen them in the same room.
I would. They
were in the same room.
There are 2 Yuppies.
Oh,
There's two Yuppie.
Okay.
He is the second Yuppie. Yeah. No, but yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. Like WWE decided to run WrestleMania this year, like 2 weeks later. 2 weeks later than they normally do. Why? I don't know, because I'm really annoyed that it actually conflicts with the Jets playoffs. Normally, we actually wouldn't stream home games, simply because normally we're either A, at the game, or B, sorry, not A and then 2, or B, at the street party. But this year, game 1, we will be streaming because we want to be able to also see WrestleMania. Game 2, we will not be streaming because me and Andres here will be in the building along with Zach and Jake from Peg City Hockey, unless there's an issue with his flight. He should be there in the building. Imagine if this gets copyrighted and it says... It's just like it's
Easy
like
come, easy go. Will you let me go?
Bismillah, no,
we wanna let you go. Let it go. Bismillah, we wanna let you go. Let it go.
Jesus
Bismillah,
Christ.
we wanna let you go. Never let you go. Never let you go.
Go, ba 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 ba.
Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, it was
The,
either that or me finishing.
He started it.
I stopped.
That is
I stopped watching WWE when Undertaker retired. Sadly, I understand that.
Long ago.
I will encourage you, man. Get back into it.
Get
though. Seriously,
over it. Get over
WWE
it.
has gotten really good.
What? Get over it. It's all an act. It's a soap opera for us.
And I love soap operas.
I love soap
Let's
operas.
say,
love soap
you must watch now so you can see Damian Priest, aka bisexual Undertaker.
I haven't seen him wrestle in a while.
He's supposed to have a Mania match.
Yes, who?
I'm trying to remember
Your
who it
mother.
was.
Oh,
He has a Mania match. I can't remember who it's against though.
definitely not against Gunther.
Did you see that promo between Charlotte and Tiffany Stratton?
No.
Where Charlotte went off script and took an unprovoked shot at Tiffany. And so Tiffany said, like, well, screw this. Oh yeah, by the way, why can't you hold a marriage? Because she's had 3 divorces.
Holy crap.
And so then but Charlotte opened the can of worms.
Drew, sorry.
Yeah, against McIntyre. But Charlotte opened the can of worms and then got bitch smacked by Tiff. And then Charlotte then said, okay, why is Kaiser in my DMs? Which is funny because this has to be the first time I've ever seen someone accuse a guy of cheating and no one believes him because Tiffany's way hotter than Charlotte. Literally all of the internet is like,
Wait, did Kaiser cheat on Triff?
no!
Oh, okay.
No, but Charlotte tried to make that claim on national TV to
Oh.
try to cause drama. And everyone was like, wait. Cheat on Tiffany with you? With you? Like, that was so it was, and then Kaiser the next day posted a video of Shawn Michaels looking at the camera and be like, don't flatter yourself! Oh, it's great. I've never seen a heel get so over as a face. Let's see. How many teams has Nemestikov played on? Like 1,000, it feels like.
Not enough.
He's played
Dallas,
on.
Ottawa,
No, he's played on enough. He could stay
No,
here.
he hasn't played for enough teams yet.
Colorado, Dallas, Ottawa, Detroit, us,
Tampa,
Tampa. 6.
at least. How would it be if the Jets play in an outdoor game next season? I'd love to see that. I was not at the. I was not at the Heritage Classic years ago when it was in Saskatchewan and also when it was in Winnipeg. So I'd love to actually go to one and see one. Oh my God, a couple days ago when I check on my X account, I see a lot of people puke. I saw a lot of people puke when people watch the Minecraft movie.
What?
Are you sure it was that? Because there's a lot of videos of people dumping popcorn on the people in front
And
of
then
them.
a guy bringing in a live chicken.
And then, there was a guy that brought a live chicken because of the chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey.
Yeah.
There was a Nacho
Hit the
Libre
thumbs up, peeps. Yes! Hit the thumbs up, peeps. Who is he, Christian Cage?
There was a Nacho Libre reference in that chicken jockey scene.
There was?
Yeah. Yes, there was.
Speaking of which, I have a question for you, as you are a big fan of Lucha Libre.
Mm-hmm.
How do
Rey
you feel
Fenix,
about the Rey Fenix and
I'm
Penta?
so glad. I genuinely am.
Bro, it's funny.
Listen.
I've known how good they were for a while, but it's really nice seeing them in WWE.
I genuinely hope. The thing is with Lucha Libre in WWE, the big face has obviously been Rey Mysterio for like a while, which is fine. I don't mind.
Yeah.
But the thing is, every other
There's been a big drop after that.
You had Sin Cara, which was good. I love Sin Cara. I'm not gonna lie, I love him. But
but he had a short
they didn't do
run.
shit with him, anything. And then
they didn't do anything, and there was a couple bad botches. And the unfortunate thing was not necessarily that he wasn't talented. He was, but those botches were they were broadcast so it just and it killed his character.
And the thing is with the Lucha Bros as well, with him and I even forgot his name too.
Yeah.
Like there's no
In theater. Ew.
I feel like they genuinely there has to be a push of more lucha libre in WWE, and Penta and Rey Fenix are definitely like the go-to guys at this point.
Yeah, well, and
'Cause-
and you know the thing is besides like if we're talking lucha libre, and I'm like in like Spanish wrestlers and whatnot, like
oh
'cause
my god,
there's
still have
there's Rey Mysterio and what?
you still like to this day. Like there's been I don't know if you heard of this wrestler, but La Parca. There's like 3 iterations of the guy since like the '90s, and he's still going. But at this point, it's
where is Del Vikingo from? I'm trying to remember.
El Vikingo?
Vikingo.
He's from AAA in Mexico.
See, I knew he was.
I'm pretty
I knew he was in AAA, but I didn't know. Yeah, he was born in Mexico.
Yeah,
I would love to see Vikingo in WWE.
that'd be
He's like that match between Vikingo and Kenny Omega on Dynamite, like a couple years ago, was insane.
There's a wrestler called El Vampiro Canadiense, which is the Canadian vampire, which he worked a lot with Penta, like during his time in AAA.
Yeah.
So then, honestly, if they were ever,
But
to
he's
do
not
anything,
he's not Americano.
no, he's
Chad
fucking.
Gable.
But the thing is, if they
Hailing
were
from
ever-
the Gulf of America, and I'm like, oh god, oh no.
Did they actually say that?
Yeah, they said that.
Oh,
They said he was hailing from the Gulf of America.
that's fucked.
That is crazy.
But
Like,
if they
The
ever,
balls on WWE. Whew.
if they, I hope they do. I hope there's a big push for more lucha libre in WWE.
Yeah.
It genuinely.
I don't know why they don't just push Chad Gable as Chad Gable. Chad Gable's great. No, but the thing is that like besides Rey Mysterio, the only other Spanish wrestler that really has entered into superstar status is Eddie Guerrero.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true. That is true. No, before.
But if we're talking like
WCW,
masked lucha libre, like
technically, on a technical term, Alberto Del Rio was one of those because before
Yeah,
he moved to
but
WWE,
can
he was
we
Dos Caras Jr.
can we have one that's not a wife beater? That's my question.
The Miz.
Like
Okay.
the Miz,
Well,
this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, the lucha libre legend that is Mike
The Miz.
Mizanin.
Mike Mizanin. The thing is that because that's where
Who was talking about the Jonas Brothers? Now that's a hot wife for them.
the thing like
Did
before
they
he
beat
went.
their wives? I don't think so.
What? Oh my god, no. I don't know, maybe one of them did. I don't
But
know.
no, but before
Hey, there are 3 of them.
Flip a coin.
before
Yeah,
Alberto,
If it lands on the rim, then it's whoever.
what is
Finish
this
up.
conversation?
Finish up,
Are
your
you
boy.
gonna keep talking about?
I
Domestic
was done.
abuse?
I was done.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
You're talking about lucha libre. You're talking about Mexican wrestling.
Yeah, it was the whole conversation, but I forgot what I was specifically saying.
You're talking about Alberto Del Rio, and then I said ideally
Oh,
somebody doesn't beat his
Okay,
wife.
yeah, before he made the move or his push to WWE,
Yeah.
like in Mexico, he was a masked luchador, which was Dos Caras Jr.
Oh, I didn't know he was masked. I mean,
He was
it's not exactly that surprising, but yeah.
You know what inspired Nacho Libre's costume?
What?
His mask.
Oh yeah.
That was Dos Caras Jr.'s mask. Alberto Del Rio, basically. But WWE for sure needs it because obviously Ray's retiring in a while, right? Penta.
I'm actually surprised he hasn't retired already.
Penta and Rey Fenix are genuinely a good way to start,
Yeah.
but they need to bring in more.
Although you want to know something, I really hope Dominic Mysterio wins the U.S. title this year at Mania. I'm not gonna lie.
Against
What?
Wait, what? What do you mean?
It's in the Fatal 4-Way.
That's the Intercontinental.
IC title. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, it's with Braun Breaker
It's
Finn
Braun Breaker
Balor
and Penta.
and Penta.
I kind of want a Penta push. I'm not
See, I'd be okay with Penta too,
I
but the
want a
thing,
Penta push.
but here, you want to know what the thing is though? I think if Penta gets the title, it's great. It is, but I also don't think Penta loses anything if he doesn't get the title. Whereas I feel like Dom has
Dom
a little
doesn't
bit more.
I don't think Dom loses anything, to be completely honest. He's still,
I don't think he
either
does.
way, it'll still be.
But
the
he's been
exact
around
same.
a little longer. You know what I mean?
Relatively, yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he's still got a long way to go. He's 20.
That's true.
5. He's a bit
I don't know.
older than us.
He's young.
He's a bit older
still
than us.
really young.
Penta is in his 30s though,
Yeah.
right? So like a little bit of a
There is
push
that. True.
won't hurt.
There is that.
Dom has
I just don't want to see Finn win, and I don't want to see Braun retain.
I don't want to fucking see Braun or fucking Finn Balor win anything.
I'll put it this way: I like Finn Balor, but I like Finn Balor as Finn Balor, not as Judgment Day Finn Balor, not as anything else, just Finn Balor.
I don't know when.
Like classic Finn Balor. I want to see the Demon come back, all that shit.
I have a feeling maybe this Fatal 4-Way is what breaks up the Judgment Day. Hopefully.
Oh, I hope it. I hope it does. And you can keep Liv with Dom. You don't need to get rid of that.
Yeah,
we're in the second period now.
It'll just be China and not China. Yeah, China and Eddie Guerrero, right? Was it China? Or was it? Yeah, it was China. China and Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember.
I remember it was like in the 90s. They were for some reason. Vince was like, "Yep, those two are made for each other," and then they tagged them up. It's the exact same thing, just different fonts. And then one of them is Australian. Or sorry, I was thinking of Dominic. No, fuck, I was thinking of Rhea and Dom. Sorry,
yeah,
not Liv and Dom.
Never mind.
Spit it out.
Nope.
Just be honest.
Spit it out.
I was gonna ask if we have beaten every single team at least once this year, but we did not beat LA, so never mind.
This is
we
correct.
Have to shoot them.
Let's see. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Dude, what the fuck happened? Rayman, there's beef between him and his son, making him look like a terrible father, and that goth chick being compared to Chris Motionless from Motionless and what? I'm not exactly. Are you talking about like Ronnie, the lead singer, or no? I'm thinking of that's Falling in Reverse. I don't know who you're talking about.
The lead singer of Motionless in White. They were there for last year's WrestleMania.
They were there for Rhea Ripley's entrance. But he's talking about something like some sort of beef between someone being a bad father.
Oh, that's Rey
That's
Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah. And then
okay, but wait. Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh, okay. He's talking about it be okay. He's just not using any of the names, so I was misreading.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I wasn't sure if he was talking about something like in the music industry.
No,
I was confused.
He said bad father, and I'm like, is he talking about Ray and Dom?
Yeah,
because Ray's a dead.
Yeah. See, I just saw Motionless in White and literally just thought of the band. I forgot that they were at Mania last year. Also, they were awesome last year.
You want to know?
Much better than Lil Wayne. No offense. I like Lil Wayne's a chill guy, but he sounded horrible.
You want to know? What's funnier? I remember we made the recap for the matches in Mania.
Yeah.
We recapped everything for night 1 except for the Ray's tag team match.
Did we just forget?
We forgot.
Yeah.
We literally forgot. It was for night 1. Like, yeah, everything's fine, and then I think you were about to, or you did post it.
I can't even remember.
And then I was like, wait.
You should watch the video and get it.
No, I think it was during filming.
Yeah.
I was like, did we
still got 9 viewers.
Shannon's gonna re-sign Winnipeg or no?
He's got an extra year in his deal, does he not?
What do you think Kevin He is him is gonna get us called up to the big league?
Ooh, Kevin He. I don't know.
Kevin, is he doing good? Is he in the WHL or the OHL? He has to be in the AHL, right? Because since he got drafted by...
No, he's currently Ice Dog, Niagara Ice Dog, no?
Yeah, no, I think he's in the O.
Is he in the O?
I think he's the captain of Niagara.
Yeah.
I don't know how the minors work in... Like, the minor leagues work in hockey. I don't know how they work.
So...
Like, after you get drafted.
So after you get drafted, it's a little confusing because there's then even the difference between player that is drafted that has signed an entry level contract and players that have not.
Wow, Fetty with the hands, my goodness.
Because like for example, like with baseball, you have AA and AAA. If you're starting out normally, you just go down to AA.
So basically, like in the NHL. Players, it'll also depend on where the player's from. If the player is Canadian, or if they've already been playing in the CHL, so either the OHL, the WHL, or the QMJHL, they'll most likely continue playing there, and then at some point will probably play eventually in the AHL and then up to the NHL. Unless it's a player that's just that good that could start in the NHL or the AHL right away.
Bedard or something.
Yeah.
But that's not very common.
But that's not that common. You'll sometimes see guys go right into the AHL. That sometimes happens. But it really depends on the player. If the player is Russian or is from Eastern Europe, sometimes you'll see them play a bit in the KHL over in Russia. So sometimes that happens. For Swedes, you'll sometimes see them playing in the Swedish Elite League or the SHL or like Hockey Allsvenskan.
Liga?
Well, Liga's German.
Oh, German.
But not really as much in Liga. As those are more like professional hockey than it is like younger hockey. You might see some league. I don't know.
Did Leon Draisaitl come from Liga, or was he just straight up drafted?
I'm not exactly sure, to be honest, about Draisaitl.
Oh,
Jets moving it in!
Yeah!
Woo! Who is that? Morgan Barron gets in front on the rush and stuffs that over the shoulder of Jake Ottinger. And we got a 2-0 Jets lead.
That's a fourth line goal, I may add.
What a shot. Holy, what a shot. Look at that stick movement.
Ridiculous.
2-0 Jets.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
Diana Flack won.
They won the Save on Foods reward.
50,000 points. That'll buy you probably 2 loaves of bread.
That will buy you 2 loaves of bread
At Save on Foods.
Half a pack of saltines.
And some orange slices.
Yep.
2-0 Jets. Shots 14-11 for the Jets.
With
16 minutes left in the second period.
They're apple ones?
Yeah, there's apple ones.
I've never seen those.
Adam Lowry, nice move, gets that.
No.
There's apple ones.
I've only seen the oranges.
What?
Yeah.
Let's have a lot of apple ones when it was
Lowry, Niederreiter gets tripped in the corner. There's no call. Battling away in the Dallas zone.
Oh, nice poke.
Nice play by Scheifele.
Wow.
That'll go up for DeMello. DeMello puts that in the corner. Scheifele on the side. For Morrissey over to DeMello. Top line out for the Jets. Pressuring. Kyle Connor walks in. And he's going to shoot. And it goes wide.
Oh,
damn. Come on.
Josh had a good
Jets really starting to pressure
Joshy.
here. But
come on, Josh.
they're going to lose possession in the...
There's my North
and the Stars
candidate.
will get out. And Matt Duchesne puts that in to get the Stars
North
change.
To win the Norse or no?
What'd you say?
North to win the Norse trophy?
He probably won't, but he might get nominated.
Who do you think's going to win it?
Oh!
Sorry.
I don't know. Like, Morrissey's always in the running, but he never really gets it.
Yeah.
I'd have to see exactly... I don't know. I feel like it's always like Makar. You know what I mean?
Block.
So it's always Makar in like that one year that Erik Karlsson was crazy good. Crazy good
Adam
offensively.
Fox as well.
And Fox too, that's true, yeah.
Sorry. I forgive you.
Nice play, Pionk.
Get that Pionk pinch, boys.
Almost
clearly Logan Stanley could have done better though.
Pionk almost gets that out from his knees, but the Stars still pressuring, they're gonna shoot, that's gonna get blocked. Nice block by Alex Iafallo.
AI, baby.
And he's going to be stuck out there as the Jets can't get it far enough. Iafallo.
What a save.
Oh. And Hellebuck flashes the windmill.
The hella bunker.
We got a stoppage in play.
I want to hear...
Low-key Jets is a tough team against Jake and the Dallas Stars. But if our second goalie plays the rest, might as well just call it a win because for y'all it would be a cakewalk. No problem. Our second is... So I guess their backup is pretty bad.
Who's?
Dallas, he's saying. Who's their backup?
I just wanted to hear Kevin Sawyer. But it's too late now.
Is that a real comment that you said?
Yeah.
I didn't know someone had such desires.
Well, I wanted to hear what he had to say for a second.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were listening to it.
I forgive you.
Thank you.
Oh, there's my captain.
Lowry!
There's my captain!
My captain!
You guys are both wearing Lowry.
Oh, captain, my captain!
Yeah.
Oh!
Good shot by Lowry, but gets saved by Ottinger.
He got a goal last game, empty netter against St. Louis.
Stars going to dump that in.
How many points does Lowry have?
Not enough.
He needs more. And Jason Robertson shoots, and Hellebuck flashes the windmill again.
I don't mind him being captain, but like he hasn't had that many points.
No, he's a great captain. It's
He
all
is.
about character, man.
That
He's
is
a
true.
perfect captain for our team.
Well, and you know what the
Shit,
thing is
more
as
goals,
well.
though.
You know what the thing is as well though about Lowry is I like a captain that's able to be physical and stick up for teammates. I like that. The other thing is probably one of the best defensive players we have.
Yeah.
Defensively,
He's
there's
phenomenal.
Is it
there's
true
not there's not a single forward that plays as good of a defensive game as Lowry.
Is it true that Adam Lowry doesn't swear?
No,
I
that's
bel-
Shifley.
That's Shifley. Oh, it's Mark Shifley doesn't swear.
But you
Mark
know what
Shifley
he,
doesn't swear?
Nope. He says flippin' or frick. He says frick a lot, I think.
Oh. He
I
doesn't
can
give
respect that.
He doesn't give me that vibe.
No. Especially after that Jake Evans hit, you'd think he swears a lot, but
It's
You'd think he'd have the mouth of a sailor.
bro, he was speechless after that.
what he had deer in the headlights.
Well, yeah, that's where like again, I don't even think he realized what he just did. Like you kind of look at him, you're like, this is a guy who's just like,
Oh crap.
like he's out of it. Yes, he is. Last game we had was gonna win to Canucks, but stupid ass couldn't do shit, and they ended up coming back easy in OT. Okay, I understand that you're not pleased with the goaltender. However, if your team gives up 3 goals in 1 minute, my belief is that you can put blame on every single member of the roster. Like in the sense of because at the end of the day, and I say this as a guy with a immense hatred of Logan
The guy's
Stanley
got a
on the
Blake
Jets.
Wheeler jersey.
Blake Wheeler jersey spotted. With the letter C
I
on
lo-
it.
you know what I love? Whenever I go to a Jets game and I'll just see like a Nick Antropov jersey.
Oh
Like,
man, I saw an Eric Fair jersey the other day.
a Toby Enstrom jersey.
I
I saw a Mark Stewart jersey in the past
I saw
month.
an Al Montoya, I'm pretty sure.
Ooh, you saw an Al Montoya?
Sammy
Someone
Niku
paid
I have.
for one.
I saw a Sammy Niku one.
Oh my goodness.
Shut up.
She won't shut
What about Hutchinson?
Uh,
You ever seen one of those?
I don't know.
You'll see those legendary Pavlik jerseys. Big old Pavlik.
An Evander Kane jersey on Marketplace.
I'm surprised
Just
it wasn't
the
at
number.
the bottom of the campfire.
Just the number. No nameplate.
That's funny.
I don't know what you're talking about. That must be obviously be Alex Iafallo.
Oh, Andrew Kopp.
True cop.
Yes.
I was
That $5 million player for Detroit. They're paying him so much money. I like Andrew Kopp, but not for that much.
Go Perfetti. Oh.
Come on, Fetz.
He's too tired. He played the body though. Respect that.
That's the thing I like about Perfetti. He doesn't need to be a guy that throws his weight around. He doesn't play afraid.
Fourth line on there. Brandon Tanev, my goat. He's my favorite Jet.
That's fair. Tanev is so likable. Jets in the offensive
I
zone.
was so sad when
And
he went
Sandberg
to Seattle,
nowhere
and then
near
he
the
got
net on
back
that
and I was
shot.
pumped.
12 and a half minutes left in the
What a
second period.
stud.
Shots are 16 to 13 for Winnipeg.
You know Barron's massive, right? He's like 6'5".
Barron?
Really?
He's not 6'5".
He is
massive.
not near the height of my goat, Logan Stanley.
Hold on a second.
6'7".
Exactly. Nowhere near.
6'5" is 2 inches. Unless 2 inches is a lot for you.
It's enough.
Gets the job done.
It gets the job done. You put it in feet, not meters. 193. That's
Yeah.
like 6.
That's like 6'3". I'm 198, so
How tall are you?
6'5".
He's 6'4".
Okay.
Never mind. I was way off. Oh wait, 2 meters would be 6'6", no?
I didn't realize he was
No.
that tall, and I say that as a guy who's
6'7".
met Morgan Barron. So I probably shouldn't have been as surprised.
Moxie's.
Then
cool.
again, I think he was sitting when I met him because it was at
He was sitting.
well, no, it was at the Joe Dailies when they do the signings there.
I don't know where that is.
RBC is calling you.
Oh, leave me alone, RBC. Leave me alone.
Just let me commit bank fraud in peace.
Sponsored by Austin Matthews and some random girl.
Jesus Christ.
What about him?
What the hell is? What the fuck is that? What the hell is that?
Hey, it's Logan Stanley.
That would summon Logan Stanley.
He's about to
What the
score.
hell was that?
It was showing the goal horn app, and then all of a sudden it just starts. So I wonder if maybe there was like an ad, but it wasn't visible. You know what I mean?
It was probably a pornography ad. You little dirty boy.
What?
I don't know why I said
Did
that.
you hear
I'm
about
sorry.
the story where he opened up his? Never mind. I should
What
say
the
that on
hell?
stream.
What did you open?
What?
Nothing. When you were in math class with Richard in grade 9.
What? When was this? Explain to me.
But the let's see here.
Anyway, watch this
See.
shit. Green.
God damn it! You're picking that up, boy.
After the game.
It bothers me that it stopped at 10:01.
My bad, Shane.
that it didn't just stop at 10 minutes.
This is nice.
Like, this is what I meant. Like, he wasn't even close. Like, yeah, let's see here.
What do you recommend I say to break the silence?
I don't know anything.
Suggestions?
For what?
I can't do it with hockey. It's easier with wrestling. Because they grapple and shit. It's so easier to do with wrestling.
Lebushkin.
LeBron?
Lebroshkin.
What does LeBron know about ice skating?
Ain't no party like a Diddy party.
God! Why?
That's what he said
Why did he say that?
when he was on a live stream with Diddy.
When was he on a live stream with Diddy?
What the
I
hell
don't
are
know
you
what he's
talking
talking. I don't know what he's talking about.
LeBron James
I
said,
genuinely-
"Ain't no party like a Diddy party."
I don't know when he said. I don't know when he
I've
said.
never
that.
seen that clip.
No.
Here, check your phone, Cap. Oh my goodness, man.
I don't know when he said that. I don't want to search up when he said that.
Oh, you bet your ass it's a Save on Foods commercial. Oh my goodness.
I hate working there. Hope not. Every Save on Foods looks the same. It's the same. It's the same layout.
Yeah, let's see. Rick Kane. Hey, man.
Oh wait, would Jason King not coming?
I asked if he wanted to come, but he kind of was like he has like a bunch of schoolwork, so he kind of was like wasn't sure. If he could or
Man,
not.
we were supposed to play video games last night. He has to do homework. He told me to quit my job
Damn.
midway to pick up a call, and he can't because he was calling me yesterday. And it was during my shift. He's like, you can just quit, right? And then Zach was like, it's literally so easy. No.
Like to quit.
Yeah, quit the job.
Yeah,
What do you mean, yeah?
quit the job.
I don't want to quit the job.
Where are you working now?
Down Waverly.
Yeah, but like what?
It's a call center. It is a very mundane job. Very boring at times. Very stressful sometimes. I'm on autopilot.
You're on autopilot?
Some of the time, yeah. It's just fucking boring.
So how many hours a week do you work?
Oh, it's full time.
So but is that like 37 and a half, 40? Like
It's 8.5 hours.
like each day?
Yeah. 5 days a week.
So but is that with a 30-minute break or
Yeah, 30-minute break.
8 hours of work though?
Yeah, 8 hours.
So that'd be 40 hours a week. Okay.
Because it's 2:15 unpaid breaks. 2:15 unpaid. Two breaks, 15 minutes unpaid, and then 30 minutes.
Unnecessary roughness.
Unnecessary roughness.
15 minutes unpaid break.
Timeout for you.
Bro, we are up
You're
to
fired.
23 viewers. Thank you guys
No
so much for
cashews
tuning
for
in.
you.
Oh.
Sorry, no cashews.
Shots are really close here. 16-15 for the Jets. Stars on offense.
Cashews.
And that goes out.
Where are my cashews?
Jimmy, I want cashews.
Did you know that cashews come from a fruit?
What?
They come from a fruit.
I didn't know that.
A fruit, I say. A fruit. So
I
when
want cashews. I want fruit.
you can have both.
What?
Aw.
Oh my
I
god.
want cashews.
Do you want cashews?
I want cashews.
Viewer, do you want cashews?
He's just offering it.
Type in the chat, cashews.
Type 2 in chat for cashews.
Type 2.
Diabetes.
Type, what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
Type 2 for cashews, type 1 for just the fruit.
What about both? 3?
3. And then 4, orange slices and salty crackers. Together, not separate.
Half a pack of saltines.
Half a pack of saltines, some of them crushed.
Some of them cut in half and some of them left alone.
There's only around 5 to 10 that are fully intact.
Out of how many though?
48.
So that's like
Some
8%
packs.
success rate.
Yep. I don't know.
No, that's more like
You do the math.
No,
big guy. I'm not.
it's a bit more than 10.
Damn, is Anderson
not much.
Dolan in the lineup?
Yes.
I forgot he was in the lineup.
I don't know who that is.
Plays in the Moose.
Pleasant person?
Plays on the Moose.
Oh, I thought you said pleasant person.
He
I'm
is
like,
a
He
okay.
probably is.
Okay.
I'm not saying he's not.
Sure.
I just
Go Anderson Dolan.
he's like that's a strange detail to mention. Pleasant person. What a weird way to
I
describe
swear, I
someone.
thought you said pleasant
He's
person. I'm
pleasant.
Like, okay.
Like the pleasant
Sure.
plumber.
You know, as opposed to those unpleasant people.
Anderson Dolan jersey.
Why are you saying
I
that
don't
in
know,
like,
he's
in like the
stuck like that.
like the King June?
And more.
The more-
You mean
see.
that is not.
How's
confusing.
Canada this evening, by the way? Canada's pretty chill. We're vibing.
Yeah,
We're
we're gonna have a
vibing.
civil war. It's gonna be great.
In the
We're gonna have civil.
We're gonna have a civil
We're
war.
gonna have
We're gonna
Really?
We're gonna-
really.
America is though.
Yeah. I'm about to say America about to go round 2. I'm doing pretty good actually.
Oh,
Nice.
what a save!
Oh god.
I think the
Wow.
Jets got away with too many men. They might have honestly. I think I missed
Many
that.
men.
Though. Dallas fans didn't sound happy. I mean, they probably didn't sound happy when they gave up 3 goals in the last
No,
minute
we're
of the game.
not doing that. We're not doing that.
By the way, what's Save on Foods, by the way? That is a grocery store in Canada
I-
that throws ads on every goddamn national broadcast for anything.
It sucks to work there. It
And
does.
it's,
Oh,
and they sell it very expensive groceries.
It's way too expensive.
false advertising. They say Save on
Yes.
Foods, but it's actually not.
Yes. I'm
It's
really
really
liking
strong
having Tanev back. That
Yes.
man scurries around the ice. I think every Jets fan would agree with you, my friend. I think yes.
Every Jets player would agree as well.
Yes. Oh, come on, right in front.
If this is the way our second line plays during the playoffs, I'm all for it.
That's the way our team plays through the playoffs. I'm all for it. Because we're playing a good game. Oh,
good spin.
careful, Fats.
Oh,
Oh, right there,
oh.
right there. Oh. Jets with a close chance, but couldn't get the pass across for Morrissey. And the Jets will turn that around. Morrissey dumps that
Let's
in.
go,
Shifley
Shife.
chases.
Uh-oh, Ottinger.
Ottinger playing it.
Uh-oh.
Shifley just looks at Jake Ottinger and just sees Jake Evans.
Oh.
Just decks.
What I would pay to see that happen.
Ooh, nice.
Oh,
Foot?
God.
Hey. No, that's not a slew foot. He doesn't get his foot in there. So that's just 2 guys battling for the puck and going down, you know?
Yep. And 2 men back.
Sandberg puts that for Connor.
Good spinning.
Jesus.
Connor kind of gets
Seized him.
cleaned out there.
Oh, kept
But-
it in.
But
Oh, you did not keep it in.
you know what I'm at least glad about that
But
hit?
it's icing.
This is gonna sound weird, but the thing I'm glad about that hit
Don't say it.
is that
Don't
Connor actually just took the hit.
He said it.
Rather-
He said it.
No,
say it. He said
but
it.
rather
Said it.
the amount of times that Connor will try to avoid a hit and just give up possession and just play chicken shit, he has to like
He likes chicken shit.
What?
no, you don't.
He
get,
said it?
No, it's the phrase. Oh my god.
What?
What?
I've never heard that phrase before.
You never heard that phrase? Playing like
I
chicken
heard
shit?
someone being called a chicken shit, not playing
No.
chicken shit.
Like playing chicken shit in hockey is like playing
I was
afraid.
joking. I've heard it many
And
times.
okay,
I actually never heard it.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually?
I heard someone getting called a chicken
it's like
shit.
but it's like playing afraid. And so if you play afraid, then the second a guy goes for a hit, you just drop the puck and run away, and then they get possession right away. And they like
No, you know.
And so if you play chicken shit, you're never going to win in the playoffs because playoffs is
with that
violent hockey.
a baseball bat to the shins. That'll
You know,
help with that.
How about a baseball?
I'm
bat
surprised
to the
I haven't
face?
once this stream heard you say shoot him with a gun.
He said it earlier, but
I
Did
did
you?
say it earlier.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Not
well, there you go.
specifically shoot.
There you go. That,
I said
With
get
a
'em
gun.
I said aim.
oh my goodness.
We're being progressive in here. No more guns.
no
Just baseball bats.
bows and arrows.
Bows and arrows.
No, baseball bats.
Imagine
with one
Imagine if that's what the
singular-
Second Amendment
With
said.
a slingshot.
We shall
With a
not
slingshot,
get rid of your right to
occasional slingshot.
keep bow and arrow.
bow and arrow.
I got bow and arrow.
About 4 minutes left in the second period.
Well
Jets
done,
still up.
Barrett.
17,
Fourth
16
line
shots
grinder.
for Winnipeg. Very
Oh!
close. Nice hit by Anderson Dolan.
Attaboy. Attaboy
Oh.
Dolan dog.
Dolan dog.
Dolan dog is wild.
And Jets are going to have to regroup as they're offside.
D-dog.
If the Jets win this game, the Central Division belongs to us. Yes, sir, my friend.
Uh-huh.
You ever watch Danger Dolan? That's all I can think about when I hear his name.
Danger? I heard that.
It was like a top 10s YouTube.
All I think about is the legend
Oh.
Anderson Dolan.
Danger Dolan.
Oh no, I do remember now. Because you said it in that tone.
Yeah.
Because his video started like
Yeah.
Danger okay, yeah.
Top 5 scariest
Ooh!
slides.
Okay.
Is that
yeah.
Stan Gottfried?
You'll love to see. Yeah.
You know what? Yeah. There you go, Stan.
Playoff time, boys.
See, this is like
Can we get a
telling you.
playoff?
this
vote?
is why I don't mind him playing with Shen. Because I
Yes.
think him seeing Shen use his size
Is good.
gives him a little more confidence to try something like that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Logan
I agree.
Although
Stanley-
Stanley needs to kind of get better at his form. He's got to bend his knees. He's got to get a little lower.
Bend the knee.
I worked it out for Jets to clinch
Grab.
the Central. Of the remaining 4 games after tonight, they need 3 wins. If they lose to Dallas, if they win against Dallas, they need 1 more
To what?
to clinch the division.
No, if they win today, then they win the.
I heard today if they win. I heard if they win today, then essentially the only way the Jets don't clinch is if they basically just fumbled the bag completely. I don't know.
Statistically speaking, if they win the day, they win. They clinched the whole conference. I've done the math. I did the math today.
You did the math.
I
did the-
right now. This second.
Did you ask Scott Steiner?
Scott, Jets clinching. What do you have to say about that?
You see that fat ass Samoa Joe? It just starts running promo.
Nice.
You see that fat ass Samoa Joe? 33 and a 3rd percent. Yeah, because let's see here. If the Jets
That
win,
just looks like random stock photos.
Yeah.
if the Jets win tonight, then each team is at 79 games played,
It wants to look like
and they'd be
Miami,
up
but it's just
by
Miami now.
6 points. Yeah, I mean, I guess they unless someone
Man, let's
else.
just say they win and get it over with.
Maybe
man.
maybe they
I'm
meant
not gonna
maybe
do
they
that.
meant that they couldn't clinch the conference or the league with that potentially, but they should clinch the Central with a win today.
No, they should win the conference as well because Dallas is the second.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe they're talking President's Trophy. I don't know.
That must be President's Trophy.
Maybe. Yeah.
Is it President Abraham Lincoln? I don't
Bro,
know where
he
that-
died.
I don't know where that
I
comes
want to smack every single one of these kids in this.
If they win against Dallas but lose every remaining game and Dallas wins the remaining games, then
What's so
Dallas will take the
violent
top
with
spot.
recycling?
I'm not sure because here's why. Because the right now,
What?
Why
Da-
so
if
violent
if
with recycling?
Dallas if Winnipeg wins tonight,
Oh.
We'll be at 112 points.
dude, I'm over here at work and y'all are fucking funny, dude. I laugh my ass off. I love it. I subscribe. Thank you, sir, for your subscription. We appreciate that.
We
I love all the thumbs up just going into the frame. Like just these nameless faces just fucking
Hey, man.
You
know
think
what?
Stanley could unlock that Chara type playstyle?
I feel
that'd
like
be
I could be one of
lovely.
those extras in ads that just goes like this,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And make
yeah,
like
exactly.
$100 per ad by
I-
giving a thumbs up.
Exactly. Yeah, whenever we're gonna need Kepler over whenever Zach films his Jets game reactions, and whenever Zach says, "Make sure you leave a like on the video," Kepler will just stick his thumb into the frame.
I'll be in the next commercial for whatever the heck your next sponsors. The next Manscaped commercial is like,
Are you doing the thing for the whiteout like you did last year with the microphone and everything, or no?
With we might. We kind of talked about it, but we're not sure because we haven't had because last year that was we did a sponsorship directly for Sports Interaction. They had contracted.
that was a lot of fun though.
It was. They had contracted that out to us. I haven't heard anything from them this year. I've not.
Damn.
I mean, maybe I'll reach out to them and see if they're still doing it.
We need more. Zach
it was weird though because it allowed it that our stuff was on like their social media, it was on TV. It was weird.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. Oh no, you are right because even though we will have the same points, what is the tiebreaker? Wins.
Exactly.
Wins is the tiebreaker.
And if we win today,
and that is why because even though Dallas would have the season series with a 2-1, season series is I believe the tiebreaker after wins. And Jets would have more wins. If they win tonight, then Jets have more wins, even if the Jets lose out, even if the Stars win out. What?
We would have the tiebreaker, though, if we win today.
This is true, yeah. But I'm saying even if, But yeah, that is true. Sorry, I got confused for a second there because right now it's 1-1, right? Jets 1-1.
I believe so.
Stars 1-1.
Kyle
Connor going down the side. He puts it out front and it gets close, but it goes wide.
We beat them twice, haven't we? Already this season?
I know Dallas has beat us at least once. They beat us the first game.
Okay, I thought we beat them twice in a row now, though.
I mean, maybe we've played them more than. Maybe we've played them more than twice.
This is the fourth time we've played them.
We might have. I know Dallas has won at least one.
Yeah,
but I know the last time we kind of bitch smacked. I'm not gonna lie.
Which is was a beautiful sight.
It was a beautiful sight to see.
The Stars,
and especially because that was everyone was no, the Stars didn't align. They didn't align that night.
No, they aligned in our favor.
Oh, I know.
Sit down,
I'm just saying the Dallas Stars didn't align. Nice block, Shen. That's the thing I love.
Shen, man.
He plays such a simple hockey game, but he plays it well.
Yeah, I love it.
He doesn't try to do too much.
He's a playoff hockey guy. Seriously.
He's a Stanley Cup champion.
Yeah. What? For what? Oh, give me a break.
What happened?
Do a line
They're
of
saying that was
and
offside.
tell me that wasn't offside.
Was that off? Here, I gotta see that again. I think it's wins. Then it's
Switch
regulation
wins.
Savers,
you absolute blind.
It might be regulation wins after that.
Goodness.
But I think we beat them in wins. Even
it's a penalty. It's not even offside.
Whoa.
Wait, what did Nikolai Ehlers do?
He breathed.
Wait, is that slashing? Is that what I heard?
He took a breath. That's what happened.
So, Nikolai Ehlers is going to the penalty box. He's going to take 2 for slashing.
Look at Scott Arneal's face. That's all I want to know.
Well, you know what he is? He's
perplexed.
Well, do you know why he's looking down or no?
He's looking at the screen.
The screen's on the bench. Hold on a second. Let's see here. Well, here, but then he's holding the stick.
Come on now.
See, I can understand you calling the slashing penalty there if they also call Dallas on holding the stick. So if you call it coincidentals, I kind of get that. But I don't know. That seems a little weak to me. Shots are 17 apiece, and the second period with just about 5 seconds left. They're going to put that in front, but Hellbuck will save that. And
let's see the stats for when the Jets are leading after 2 periods, please.
We are now at the second intermission.
I want to hear this stat. What is the stat? We're like 37-0-1 when leading after 2 periods.
I don't remember the exact stat, but
it's something like we're something 0-1, and it's an ungodly high number.
We're good.
We do pretty well.
It's 30-something 0-1 when leading after 2 periods.
There's a stain on your ceiling.
There are a lot
of bro, that's been there for a while. Do you want to know what that's from? I'll tell you exactly what that's from because I remember. Me and my brother, when we were kids, we used to wrestle a lot.
When you were kids?
Yeah.
That?
Yeah.
How have I never noticed that before?
Do you know what that's from? So Zach had taken a sip out of Pepsi, and I gave him the Stone Cold Stunner, and he did the Shane McMahon spray, and it went all over the ceiling. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking
Yeah, I
about?
know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
so you can see exactly that. I stunned him right here, and there's the trajectory
Oh, that's amazing.
of the Pepsi in the ceiling from the
Jesus.
Stone Cold Stunner.
What about the chip?
Oh, that was me probably with the hockey stick.
Oh, that would have been from hockey sticks.
A lot of concerning memories.
Oh, Andres, you want to play hockey? Oh, the net's not here. Never mind.
Bro, that net hasn't been here for like 5 years.
What?
That net's been gone a while.
The accident wasn't your fault.
Oh, do you want to play ping? Not pong, because we can't.
I want to play ping.
Want to play ping?
Let's go play ping.
What are you doing?
We're
Ping,
playing
because
ping.
we can't play pong because of the table.
We're gonna play ping.
Oh my god.
Xi Jinping.
Okay.
Maybe not. Let's
So,
see.
I'm trying to go.
We have beat them twice. They shut us out once,
Shut me,
and
stick
we
me,
shut
boy.
them out too. Yeah.
Hey, can I go
What the
punching?
WTF penalty? Yes. What a weak penalty. Agreed.
We're gonna play ping.
Why call the penalty too? We clearly have this whole playoff game atmosphere where the refs are putting away their whistles. Don't fuck it up with a dodgy call. Yeah, that's something that's why I'm glad. It's funny. By the way, they literally just have.
We're playing ping.
They're playing ping pong without a table.
Because you won't let us use the table.
Well, no, because we'd have to play. It would be such a pain in the ass.
Yeah, since you won't let us use
Actually, I don't even think it fits in this room now
Yeah,
that the couch is in here.
Not with that attitude.
Yeah.
It doesn't even look that big.
That's not a big table.
Not when it
You wanna
folds
play
out.
Pong?
Because you also
Instead-
need room around the table to play.
It's not that big. Nah, it's fine. Sorry if you don't.
Hey, Bubsy.
Nino.
Hello, I am Nino.
No, it's
Hello,
hello.
I'm
My
Nino.
name's Nino.
Hello.
That's to your Gordon Ramsay reference. Oh, Kepler, you were asking about the stat?
Yeah.
I just looked it up. The Jets' record when leading by 2 goals going into the third period is 36-0-0.
When by 2 goals.
When by leading by 2 goals.
When leading by anything at all.
That's a question. Mickey, when they're leading by any amount of goals going into the third period, do you know what the stat is for that? I'm curious because you're able to get that stat. So now I'm curious. Also, what did you use to get that stat? Is it just like AI or I'm curious.
Chat GPT.
He's been knowing.
Ah!
Jesus
Oh!
landed right on the freaking laptop. No, it landed on the laptop. It's just like boom.
It hit the F key. F in chat for ping.
Please don't lose the ping pong balls.
It's fine.
No, the amount of times
You have like 3 more.
Well, the amount of times. Well, yeah, because we had to buy some because there was
you
just.
can buy more. Capitalism, baby.
Yes. God bless the king.
They're gonna tear off the ping pong balls.
What do you mean? Tear off the ping pong ball.
They're gonna tariff. Sorry.
Oh, no. It says right here, made in China.
Does it actually say that?
No, it doesn't. You racist. Just
Google.
because
Oh, you just Googled. Oh, okay.
Connor Hellebuck's on my television. What?
How many earbats do you have?
Not enough.
Well, Zach worked there, so he just brought them home.
Yeah, true.
Oh, there's the bag you can beat someone in the shins with that you were talking about.
Oh, sorry.
I forgive you. Ooh, nice table assist. I'm gonna curve this one. Oh,
I hit that 50.
oh.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It almost gave you that yee haircut. It's in that green bag.
Oh, yeah.
I'm craving Krispy Kreme right now.
Oh, man.
Let's see.
Like, just, I want a dozen of the classic donuts.
Oh, like just the glazed one?
Yeah. Just
Let's
the good
see
old
here.
glaze.
It's such a hassle going down Sterling Line, though.
What?
Such a hassle going down Sterling Line, though.
It is, yeah. Sterling, well, you're about to live there, so.
Well, yeah, I'm going to live near.
Whoa, footy. My bad. You sound like you're taking damage in Minecraft.
Let's see. According to Hockey Reference, when leading after 2, they are 34-2-1.
Wait, what? 34? Wait. 2 and... Okay.
Yeah.
But, wait. We're 34-2-1 when leading going into the third, but
Yes.
then other guys said we're 36-0-0 when leading by 2 goals. So how does that work? Because the math ain't mathing.
I failed math in high school.
I don't know.
Because we have more wins going into the third period with 2 goals than we have wins going into the third period. So
Unless maybe it's
that hockey website.
I don't know. To be fair though, we know that realistically the real numbers are somewhere in that range.
Yes.
So even if it's off, because I'll put it this way, it doesn't really change much.
No, I'm with your comment guy over there. I think he's the right one.
Let's see. Lethbridge 2, Calgary 0. Cooper Gazowski and Braden Edwards
What a
scored
great name.
for Hurricanes in first period. Former
Mike
ice goalie
His name's Mike Wazowski.
Daniel Hauser is struggling in net in the start of the period. Well, thank you for your WHL.
Something Wazowski. What a great last name.
Mike Wazowski. That's how I scream.
Mike Wazowski. Hey there, boo.
Oh, fuck, I can't do it. I love his scream so much. Isn't it Billy Crystal that voices it?
I don't know.
I love his scream so much.
That's why I love Nestle Crunch. Oh man, hockey is like 5 times funnier when Andres is there, man. He just says the most out of pocket crap.
Yeah. That's why when Jake found 4 tickets, I'm like, well, who would probably go? I'm like, well, I know Cap and Rich are going to the first game, and I know Andres probably wants to go to one.
Wait, Jake got 4 tickets?
Well, I bought 4.
Oh, you bought
he
4.
He found them. He found them, and we were able to get them for a very good price.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Would
so
you mind spilling the beans?
$186,
Wow.
fees included.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. No, he texts me, and he's like, I found tickets for game 2, $186 a piece. I'm considering buying them. And I said, I will confirm with Zach and Andres if that number is cool with them. Just because I knew Zach was a little bit worried, just because he hasn't been working as much. So financially, I know he's a little lower than he'd like to be. So I know he was kind of on the fence because of the price. But then I got a text back from Jake being like, "Hey, I gotta get back to work. Like, I'll check on my break 2:30 your time."
Mm-hmm.
So I checked with Zach and Andres. I get confirmation from both of them. I'm like, I know Jake is in. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to wait till 2:30 because these might be gone by then. Like, that good of a price.
Yeah.
And so I bought them right there and then, literally in the middle of my structural design class.
Yeah.
I
wouldn't.
And then I texted him, and then later he texted me back, and he's like, yeah, thank you for doing that. And I'm like,
yeah.
And now there's actually a chance, depending on when the game is, I don't know if he'll even be able to go. Because of his flight back, so we're not exactly sure.
So when is he leaving?
I can't remember exactly what day it is, but
He's
I
better
love
off
to meet
driving.
Jake again. I'd love to see him.
yeah.
Jake was sick as fuck.
Jake
No,
is
but
awesome.
but yeah, no, Jake likes you guys, and I remember he thought you were fucking hilarious.
Good.
Which to be fair,
I aim to please.
To be fair, you he just like I just love that clip of where Jake's like, "We're at the Winnipeg Jets street park." Ah! He grabs the mic and just screams into it. Oh my god, that was priceless.
You're at the Winnipeg.
Do you think Montreal Canadian fans are excited for Ivan Demidov as his flight was the most tracked flight in the world?
Wait, what?
People were tracking his flight.
That's
2,338 Habs fans were tracking Ivan Demidov.
Making sure it didn't crash. I respect it.
I understand that. Hey, I flew from Montreal to Toronto. And then, oh yeah, what some of you may not know, you hear about that plane crash at the Toronto Pearson Airport a couple months
Here he
ago?
goes,
I
milking
was
it
at the
again.
damn airport.
Here he goes, milking his trauma. You were traumatized.
It's not.
Here he
you were
goes,
traumatized.
milking
It's
his trauma.
literally-
A lot of milk.
It's
A lot of milk to go around.
Oh
I
yeah,
said,
and guess
wow,
his
It was
brother,
not-
his
it was
brother made the news.
that's
Big
a lot
whoop.
of milk. And I said, what do we do
No,
with
but
all
it was
that
just
milk?
weird.
I don't know. That's a lot of
Of
milk.
course it's weird. You see a plane crash.
Yeah.
And then Zach's like, "This is my time to shine."
I'm surprised Zach didn't plug his fucking.
I
YouTube
would have
channel.
laughed so
I'm
hard.
genuinely
My
surprised.
dad asked him that. My dad texted him and being like, "Are you plugging the channel? Like plug the channel." That was Jamie's idea.
Oh,
Jamie was
Jamie
all about it.
Nolan. Oh my.
Jamie was
God.
like, he actually he didn't even ask. He said you should have plugged the channel.
W dad.
and then Zach was kind of like, oh, I didn't know if it would be appropriate. And then like I'm like, what a role reversal. Like,
yeah, no kidding.
I thought Zach would 1,000 because I saw the interview and I'm like, he didn't
like-
say anything about the channel.
yeah. It's funny. Zach gave the most media trained answer.
I loved it. You want to get pucks in deep, pucks on net.
Pucks in deep, pucks on net. You know,
Yeah.
play a good game. Out
We
there,
need all lines.
I thought that said Frankie Colorado.
We gotta play with a lot of poise, you know.
Frankie.
Gotta play with a lot of poise.
It's Corrado. I
Colorado.
thought it said Colorado.
Frankie Colorado, my
Colorado.
favorite.
Oh
reporter.
man, I'm sad none of you watched.
The guy looks
Sopranos.
like an NPC though. I can't lie.
He's Italian.
Oh, well, that'll do
I
it.
think my dad might have watched The Sopranos. I can't remember.
Has he? Man, I want to talk about The Sopranos. It's a good show, but no one's watched it. And they're like, I'm gonna watch it. No, you won't.
I've watched
you won't.
clips on YouTube.
I don't think
but
I've
that's
ever
about
said
it.
that. I don't think I've ever actually made the claim that I was going.
Yo,
to
you
watch it.
I heard you
Someone
say
did.
it.
You've heard me
No.
say it.
No, I'm just BSing.
Someone
I was
did.
about to say I don't think
definitely
I.
heard you say it.
Someone from The Boys said, "Yeah, I'm gonna watch it." They never did. Never
The
did.
Carter
Boys
Richard.
is a show I've
Probably.
actually
Probably
considered
Carter Richard.
before.
Joey finished
Just to
The
see
Boys.
Homelander.
Joey in 3 days has finished The Boys.
He was so into
I
it.
wish I had that kind of time.
And
on
he
my
and
hands.
in the same exact week he finished Invincible
How does he have such time?
because he wasn't working.
You
that
want to know a
week.
show that takes
He wasn't
forever to get?
working that week.
You want to know a show that takes forever to get through?
What?
Gotham.
I've never
Oh,
watched.
yeah?
Gotham. I don't
It's like
wanna watch
50-minute episodes, 20 episodes a season,
7 seasons.
6 or 7 seasons. It's like Clone Wars if each Clone Wars episode was 3 times longer.
I respect.
I-
And even Clone Wars takes a while to go through.
Season 3 or 4 of Clone Wars for me was a drag. I'm not gonna. No, what was it? What was it
Wasn't
really
4 because 4 is the Mandalorian arc.
You know what was a
what was
real
the
drag?
No, I
Story
think it was
time.
before. It was
Probably-
Probably the animation was still kind of wonky. Well, it must have been one
Maybe
season 1 or
maybe
2.
it was probably 1 or 2 because
Two, I think,
season
was a bit of a
season
drag.
yeah it might have been season 2 because season 1 was kind of like they had the
Introducing, yeah.
malevolence arc and some other stuff that was cool.
But season 2 was kind of a drag. For me.
I think season 1 and 2 is definitely the weakest parts of Clone
Ender
Wars.
Chicken
Like that's the
Jackie.
thing that's unfortunate. If you try to get someone into Clone Wars and they see the first 2 seasons, some people really like it, and I think it's not that bad.
The only reason I watched it is because season 7 was coming out, and I'm like, you know what, fuck it, because I already.
But it's
the
kind of
thing
like
is, I finished Rebels before I even finished Clone Wars.
I
Interesting.
stopped
'Cause I was
Rebels
watching-
at
'cause I
like
was-
season 3 or some
It's
garbage.
not. It's not bad. It's not
I
good,
gave
but
up
it's not
on it.
bad.
It was always
What's not good?
somebody got captured. Now we have to go save them. That's all
Rebels,
are
like
for.
it's not like the greatest.
oh, Rebels is good. Rebels is good.
it's not like
I-
the greatest, but it's
Rebels,
also-
Rebels is really good. It is not as good as Clone Wars.
Freaking
But then again, Clone Wars, I'd argue, is like a top 10 animated TV show ever.
Wait, what's your top 10?
What's my top 10 for animated? So I think
Adventure Time
number
has to be
1
on
is
there.
Batman the Animated Series. I don't think you have another show that
If you don't
May-
put
maybe
Adventure
The
Time-
Simpsons, but I also think The Simpsons is
Yes.
overrated.
Wait,
In the sense of
so-
I think The
hold on.
Simpsons gets a lot more credit in terms of nostalgia and being one of the first rather than being one of the best. Whereas Batman the Animated Series, where it introduces like Mark Hamill's Joker, Kevin Conroy's Batman, is a legendary show start to finish. Because basically Batman the Animated Series for me is like
This
Star
is
Wars
just
The
number
Clone
one, by the
Wars,
way.
except it doesn't
There's
have
9
the
more.
weak season 1 and 2 that Clone Wars had.
Yeah.
Batman the Animated Series is just right into the good
What's
stuff.
the other 9?
I don't know. I'd have to. I don't know.
You want to see my top 10?
What is your top 10?
1, Samurai Jack.
'Kay.
Have you watched Samurai Jack?
So, no, I've not.
Watch it. Samurai Jack. 2, it's Afro Samurai.
One thing I will have to clarify.
What,
I say this as someone who's not
Samurai?
watched any anime. I know a lot of anime people are.
Samurai Jack isn't.
I haven't.
It is an anime.
I'm not
Afro
saying it
Samurai
necessarily is. I'm just saying I know probably like for example, one show that I know a lot of people have said really good things about that would probably I don't know maybe be in my top 10. I haven't seen it though, so it's kind of hard for me to say. Is I've heard that the Last Airbender is like incredible.
Oh yes.
It is.
I've
That is
heard-
part of my top 10.
I heard I would
That
probably
is
put that in the top 10 even though I haven't seen it.
The honestly, I love the Avatar: Last Airbender.
Yeah.
Legend of Korra is okay. Season 1 and 2 of Legend of Korra is good. Season 3 is eh. Season 4 was such a drag.
What was it?
Yeah.
Detroit.
Genuinely.
What was that one? Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk was good.
Good show.
Cyberpunk is very good. Video game gets a lot of hate for no reason.
What is video game?
The video game Cyberpunk.
Oh,
The game came out before.
I thought you meant like a show called The Video.
But the thing,
No. The thing is, Cyberpunk gained popularity in the 80s
Yeah.
because it was a board game,
Oh.
right? So it was a board game in the 80s.
oh, it's the Jumanji.
So then they were like, because it was kind of like a mystery type of ordeal with the board game in the 80s. So they're like, okay, we're gonna make a video game because I think they made one in the 90s, but it didn't pop off that much. But when they were announcing it, and especially with Keanu Reeves, the fans were like, take it out now! And that's where the whole ordeal was like at launch.
Oh yeah.
It was just so bad. So then it was like 2 or 3 years of that until the anime came out because of like the world building, because the world building is pretty nice. So then after the anime, the game started popping off.
Yeah.
That's where it gained popularity.
I just thought of a TV show that I might put in my top 10.
What?
The
Animated or
late
TV show?
animated.
Huh?
Late 90s X-Men. I can't remember. I think it was just called X-Men.
It was just X-Men, yeah.
Because then they came back with X-Men 97.
How about Pokemon?
Pokemon,
I'm not sure.
the thing is, what season?
Why was that actually
That's
kind
the
of good?
thing. Because so many people...
Like,
The thing is with Pokemon, what specific season and then what gen? Because people like from our age. They
well, if we're only
resonate-
talking about single seasons, I actually think that helps Clone Wars because then you could take
Season
I-
7.
maybe, but maybe not because season 7 also has the sister arc, which is garbage. Rest of season 7 is gold.
The power of one.
But
the
ma-
power of two. The power of
That's the
one.
Acolyte. That show just sucks from start to finish. That's different.
But
and it's also
the,
not animated.
But with
Oh,
Pokemon,
Ehlers! Why are you in the sin bin?
Because of the remember the power.
No longer my bestest Danish boy.
But
What other Danish boy do you?
The asbestos.
Asbestos.
The asbestos boy.
Like the toxic wall product.
Yes.
the one probably
The one that Zach used to reference all
The one. Wait a minute. You know how Richard does that thing where he's like, "I'm in your walls," but what if the walls have asbestos?
Well, then Richard is going to get
like,
cancer.
like in that, it's like
He's
like
immune to
jokes
it.
on you. I have cancer in my walls.
Joke's on you, I'm already on stage 4.
He's immune to asbestos.
I'm already
You say that
cancer-
like you're playing like Smash Bros.
That's
I'm on
the-
stage 4.
Alright.
A new character.
New difficulty unlocked.
What animes have you watched?
What did you say?
What animes have you watched?
None.
Damn.
Not an anime guy.
The One Piece I like.
Actually, One Piece would
I-
probably go in the top 10.
Have you even watched One Piece?
I've seen the Netflix
we get
live
the
action
party?
version.
Okay.
So
I've heard
I-
such good things about it though.
I can't. It's so long.
I can't
It's like
get
over
into the
1,000
animation
episodes.
It's
style.
still going.
I
My-
can't get, and they haven't found it yet.
They
By the way,
haven't
there's
found
40
the
mi-
One Piece.
the One
There's
Piece
40
is not real.
There's
No, it
40
is a real
seconds
thing.
left
No,
in
it's
the
not. The creator admitted it
Stars Power Play.
because people were like, people were getting annoyed, thinking if it's the power of friendship, that's the One Piece.
That's
was
hilarious.
That was literally a theory. Like if the One Piece is the power of friendship, but then the guy that made the manga was like, no, it's an actual like object. It's a thing.
Huh. Someone's heart.
It's
What if this is like Harry Potter logic, and it's just and it's Luffy, like he's the Horcrux, like you know what I mean? Like,
he's the One Piece.
like how Harry Potter is the 7th Horcrux, like
that
Luffy is the One Piece.
that part of I fuck with Harry Potter. The
Nah,
movies.
Usopp. It's definitely Usopp, man.
The books are great though too. Like
I like the books. I'm not gonna lie. I've read.
I love the differences.
I've read them all out of order.
Dumbledore said to Harry calmly, "Harry, did you put your name in the goblet of fire?"
I've read the books all out of order.
Remember when J.K. Rowling said that Dumbledore
Did
and
you read them in
Grindelwald
order?
had an
I don't know.
intense
J.K.
sexual
Rowling said a
relationship?
J.K. Rowling said a lot of dumb shit.
Fucking.
Well, apparently Grindelwald and Dumbledore had an intense sexual relationship.
Which is fucked. And not because it's bad. And the fact
She's
in the
had,
sense
she
that
has had an intense relationship with being
she-
an asshole.
The thing is, she's like, she shits on trans people and like, yep, 2 gay guys, that's fine.
Yep,
Trans people.
make
that's
them
what they
gay.
know. Yeah.
Kathleen Kennedy, put a chicken in.
Oh my god, you're going the South Park route, aren't you, with this? Yeah. Oh
Put
my
a chicken in and make a friend.
God. Okay.
Shut the
Jesus,
fuck up.
dude.
What is this,
Hey,
2016?
We're on.
Put a chicken in it.
Okay, this is live. Calm it down there,
I'm just
bro.
We
waiting.
have chickens in live streams.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
just waiting for him to fucking go on his phone.
Let's
and play
see
the
here.
movie. You do that to this day.
Is it
still.
too early to see if Connor?
Easy.
I'm not gonna say your comment. I'm not gonna say those
You never
words.
watched the video?
I'm putting all my money on
No,
Winnipeg
that's
Jets.
2016.
Winnipeg Sea Bears select
Oh, he
Jeffrey
was-
James from University of
Other than
Victoria, Mason
Oh my
Krause
God,
from
he was
University of
a
U of
very-
M, and Brandon
He was just a very
Amoya
misogynist-
from
racist guy.
McMaster University.
Very-
Let's go
very
Sea
racist
Bears.
guy.
Can't wait for the
Oh.
season.
Um,
Not a basketball guy, but go Sea Bears.
that's one of my biggest regrets.
Connor
I wanna go
going
see a
in?
Sea Bears game, honestly.
I only saw their inaugural game. That
I've
was the only
never
game I
been
was
to a
at.
game. But it seems like a pretty entertaining.
Yeah, I know. It's a great crowd. They sold the whole lower bowl when I was there. I've heard they've opened the
opening up the middle and top bowl.
well. When I say lower bowl, that's the
That's the-
100 and 200.
What about the top?
Because
They don't.
usually when they talk about the bowls, they talk about the only way they talk about it as different bowls is if they have different concourses.
What about the top?
The upper bowl, I heard that they've opened that up for games, but they didn't for their inaugural game. They just did the lower bowl, but they sold out. So makes sense. Basketball's got a really, really young
Basketball's
youth following though.
Oh yeah.
Unlike
Basketball.
football, that is an old ass fan base.
Old white Republican men watching the what's a really Republican team?
It's just white trash.
Alabama.
They don't have. They have a college football team.
Oh,
NFL,
okay.
I mean,
Oh, I thought you were talking.
What's a really
Roll Tide.
Republican team?
I don't know. Tennessee Titans.
that's a good one. That's a good one.
What's
Maybe,
that?
maybe the Denver Broncos.
Actually, that would probably be a great example of a team that's got an older fan base.
The Denver Broncos for sure.
What about the Browns?
Pittsburgh
Because
Steelers. I feel.
Because of John Elway or whatever the fuck. Pittsburgh Steelers is all.
Not
would also
Peyton
be
Manning?
considered. No, because
No,
What?
Pittsburgh
What do you
would be.
what do you mean Peyton Manning?
You're talking.
What?
The Denver Broncos, yeah.
Well, think
No, that would be
what about
the
Dallas? What about
no, I'm
what
I
about
mean,
Dallas?
Peyton Manning played for the
Yeah.
Broncos and won a Super Bowl with them, but
Yeah.
that would be more. What about
Yeah.
Dallas?
What about the Cowboys?
That no, because that's a lot of more Latinos.
Oh, never mind.
Same with the.
Have you ever seen a
same
game?
with the
Have you ever
Raiders.
seen a game in AT&T? Because I was about to say, like, I had a legitimate
was-
question.
What?
Do they have good Wi-Fi there? Because it's AT&T, so I'm assuming that the internet there is just terrible. Because I've heard AT&T is just garbage.
I don't think I had AT&T there. I had Sprint.
I don't know. I just know that
I had T-Mobile.
John Oliver shits on him all the time.
No, AT&T is.
Sad
not-
about Chad Posthumous going to miss that. Yeah,
yeah,
the
yeah.
Chad Pot. That's horrible. Actually,
He passed.
Wait, what happened?
Chad
he passed
Chad
away.
Possum. He passed away.
Who is that?
He was a basketball player for the Sea Bears, and actually his
Isn't
his
mom?
mother was our principal at
Mrs.
River East
Posthumous.
Collegiate.
Wait, what?
Mrs.
Miss
Posthumous.
Miss Posthumous.
Wait, what happened to her? How did he?
He had a
brain
seizure.
aneurysm.
He had
Oh,
like
was it a
oh,
seizure
no.
brain
or
aneurysm?
or was it brain? It was either like a seizure or brain. I think it was
That's
a brain
horrible.
aneurysm. I think you're right.
I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah,
Oh, that was a while- that
he
was a couple
died. It
months
was
ago.
it was during like a workout he had. He had a brain aneurysm and,
horrible.
Yeah.
and it killed him. Yeah,
No, man.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was in a coma for.
they
like
called
a
him
week
the
or two.
Beast from River East. That's what because
Because he went to.
Oh.
yeah
River
because he
East
went to River
Yeah.
East.
before
man.
us, like
Yeah.
way before us.
Well, yeah, but
Well, how old was he?
20.
oh, he's in his 20s. He was in like his mid to late 20s. He was young. Like
Dang, dude.
it was just horrible. It was just a horrible, terrible.
I hope it was painless. You know, like that's.
There's
brain aneurysms are not.
doesn't sound like it's painless. To be
Painless.
honest. I was at
Don't you
least
just,
glad.
like, want
I was
to-
at least glad to see
No, it's,
that the CEBL not only mentioned it, but it was mentioned league wide.
Yeah.
Like that, this was not something that just the
It's
Sea Bears
basically
addressed.
your brain vessel popping. So
Yeah.
it's gonna hurt.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
it's gonna hurt.
Oh.
And he had to go. I think he either went into a coma or was in the medically induced coma.
It was bad.
Oh, crap.
It was sad.
And I think his
Anywho.
banner will be raising in the rafters. Oh, like they may retire. They may
Retire
raise
his
his.
number.
Honestly, I think
That's a nice
that would
touch.
make sense. Well,
Yeah.
that would make sense because he was
That's a
also
nice touch.
he was one of their star players as well. Like you know what I
I
mean.
think he was.
And so it would legitimately make
Was
sense.
he a
and then
center
also,
or power forward? Because he was pretty.
I
Tall.
can't remember, but I know he was one of their bigger
What a
players.
save.
Nice save, Hellebuck.
Yeah, let's change the conversation now. I'm gonna get depressed. soon,
Yeah.
maybe.
You know what'll make you happy?
What?
Toots.
Oh, yay.
How do you do that?
No,
That's not what I mean. How do you change the tone so quickly?
trauma.
He's like,
He's
like,
yeah.
he's like
Yeah.
obviously Toots. Obviously
I
Toots.
don't know what else to say.
That'll do it pretty quickly.
That's yeah. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah. You know, my childhood. Leave it
I'm
at
hoping
that.
Sea Bears can bring back Teddy Buckets Allen after release last season. Yeah, I heard that there. I'm not sure exactly what happened there.
Yeah,
I heard there was something that happened there though.
he had an issue with the management, and then
Mm.
they're like, he's currently in the G League in Arizona, I think. Is he?
Oh,
I
I
don't know
thought
what the G League is.
I heard he had legal problems.
He had an
Uh-oh.
issue with because I think is he in the G League in Arizona? I think
Yeah, I
he
don't
is.
know.
What is the G League?
It's
Chad
it's
Posthumous, he was
minor
a
league of
center.
the
He was
NBA.
a center.
He was a center.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was a center. Yeah, I was pretty sure he was a center.
The
But
G League
I
is the
didn't
minor
want to.
leagues for.
There you go. 39-0-1 when leading after second period. There's your stat, Kep.
Thank you.
Look at
Which
that.
is insane. That is absolutely insane.
Has it only been one overtime loss?
Yeah, that was against Vegas. I don't know how I remember that, but
14 minutes left in the third period. Shots are 24-21 for Winnipeg in the offensive zone.
do we get a banner for clinching our division?
Yes. Division, conference, and league titles are all banners.
Oh, that's sick. So we actually get a banner that's not a retired jersey.
This is what I've wanted. I'm like, Jets 2.0 needs at least one banner. At least, well, obviously, I want the Stanley Cup banner more than anything. Obviously. I'm not saying at the expense of that. I have to say that because the amount of times I've said that and someone like, oh, well, I just prefer a Stanley Cup banner. It was like, dipshit. I didn't mean despite that. Like,
Yeah, no kidding.
like,
Way to point out the
like,
obvious.
did you seriously think I was trying to make the argument that I'd rather see us win the division and not win a Stanley Cup? Is that you really think that was the argument I was trying to
I
make?
don't know. That's my argument for the Cowboys. I'd rather clinch the NFC East at this point.
Then win the Super Bowl.
I just need to feel something, man. I need to feel something. It's
You
10
do feel
fucking
Oh,
years.
go! Come on!
Oh!
Go, Connor! Breakaway! Go, Connor! On a breakaway!
I couldn't
Kyle Connor makes it 3-0! Woo! Woo!
I couldn't see the puck.
Let's
go!
Let's go! Let's go!
Let's go!
Woo!
He went 5-0 as well. That was
Beats
5-0.
Jake Ottinger 5-hole, and it is 3-0 Jets.
Let's go, Roger LeCoultre!
Woo!
One goal.
One goal. What? Two goals. What? Three goals. What? An espresso machine.
Hell yeah!
What were we saying?
Oh!
What were we yapping about?
4-0.
Jets with it in the offensive zone. They're pressuring again. They want more.
Do it again. Do a flip.
DeMello gets crushed on the wall.
Do a flip.
The Stars take possession.
Uh-oh.
Stars moving back down,
What a
and that goes.
save.
That's blocked by Hellebuck and goes wide, but Stars do not get it there.
Who do you go for in football? Minnesota?
For NFL,
Yeah.
kind of don't really care, to be honest.
Oh, Hellebuck, watch out.
I don't know. Maybe Minnesota. I used to like the Raiders when they were in Oakland, but
Huh?
not
You
really.
had it worse than I did.
But
I'm a
you have to
Buffalo Bills
not
guy.
really because you actually cared more about the NFL. I kind of like just
Nah.
picked the team. More than
Unfortunately, I care more about the NFL.
See, I'm more a
Let's
CFL
go
guy.
Bills.
I've always been more of a CFL.
hate
Lethbridge
the
is now up
Chiefs. I'm so
3-0
happy
over
for
the
the
Calgary
Buffalo.
Hitmen.
I hate
Logan
I hated that
Warmlads
Super
scored
Bowl.
on the power play
I
for the
genuinely
Hurricanes.
did.
Why?
Because I hate the Eagles.
In the second, but not
and I hate
done.
the Chiefs.
There you go.
But
I hate
How
the
much
Chiefs
time
more.
is there left? I believe there's around 13 minutes left in the third period. Don't quote me on that. but
54. That's my guess. What do you guess, Andres?
I thought you were about to say you remember, but you're like, that is my guess.
13:02.
Oh,
About 13
Shaggy?
minutes, dude. But
Shaggy? We
No,
need a number.
specifically. We need
Specific
a
number.
Specific number. Don't touch my shoulder.
13:01.
Don't touch my shoulder.
What did I say
I'm
again?
doing like the Price is Right to you.
12:54.
You said
I said-
4 minutes.
I said
I
I said 12:02 or 12:01.
No, you said 13. No,
13:01. 13:01.
No, you said 13:02.
Shaggy said 13:01.
And then I said 13:01.
I said 12. We're like such children.
No, you said
arguing
4
about who
minutes.
Said what?
You're trying to
13.
gaslight him.
What did I say? What did I say?
You said 13:02. That's why I said 13:01 because I was thinking of it like Price is Right. Like undercut you by 1.
Oh, I thought because you touched
That's-
me on my shoulder, you did the Price is Right. I'm like, where the fuck did that go in the show?
You thought from that?
Yeah, I was
You're
like, where,
thinking too far in.
I was like, when did Drew carry?
You know what? If Vancouver could score 3 goals in 1 minute,
39
this
0
league's
1
not
leading
safe.
into the second. I don't know.
Why'd you say
Still
that?
a lot of time to tie it
Why
up.
did you
Let's
say
go.
that?
If Vancouver
I would
can do
prefer
it,
this game stay where it is.
What are you cheering for at this point?
well, the Jets.
Why'd you say that? Why'd you say that?
I said the Jets were going to win 4-3. Did I not?
Oh,
I
you
would
did.
not like to give up 3.
Oh, you did. You did say that. Get the parlay ready. Bet the house. Bet the house.
Bet the house. Real question: How
We're
much?
going to money
how much-
as
how-
we speak.
Real question: How much money would you have made if you bet on the Canucks
Oh, probably
just
like,
before?
Oh
like,
my
with a
gosh.
minute left
how
less
much,
than
though?
that
Like,
game.
how much?
I don't think
$1?
you're able to bet during the game.
If you bet $1, how much would you have made?
Probably like 3,000.
I don't think you're able to bet during the game though.
No, you can.
It
Bet
depends on
365,
the
you can.
well, 3 different apps. Different
Same
apps you can.
Oh.
Same game parlay.
12.50. I think Kep was close.
I said 12:54.
Oh, Connor has 93 points already?
Yes.
Yeah, he's
This is yeah. So he's now at his he ties his career high. So if he gets any more points, then it's a career
Career high.
I had nobody.
I'd love to see him at 100, but I don't know. There's like
Not
3
gonna
games
happen.
left. Probably not.
You say that. We will get 94 currently in this game.
I'm an extreme diehard Cowboys fan, and I hate the Eagles. Fuck them.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we so if you don't know, this is my
Yes,
buddy
sir.
Andres. He lived down in Dallas for a few years, hence why even though he's more of a Jets fan, he still quite likes the Stars, and why he's a big Cowboys fan.
He doesn't
And he shares your mutual loathing of the Philadelphia
fucking
Eagles.
hate Philadelphia in general.
Yeah.
See, I don't like Philly. The only reason I cheered for him in the Super Bowl is because they were playing the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I hated that Super Bowl. I just left.
But then on the other hand, like it feels weird cheering against the Chiefs because of Travis Kelce is such a huge fan of Zach
Because
Caleros.
this guy right here is such a T-Swizz.
No,
On
because
the-
he's so
You
because
are
he's
a Swiftie.
he's such a big fan
You
of
are
Zach
a
Caleros.
Swiftie. Admit it. That's
Absolutely
what I
not.
thought.
Absolutely not.
You're a Swiftie.
I wish I could fly my plane like I'm a fan of the plane. Andres, the definition of swag. What's the dancing emoji?
Oh no.
Go Jets go. Finish them. Stars about to supernova. Anaheim versus L. What are we talking about here?
I don't know. Football.
Who wins?
Oh, they just scored!
Yay! Kyle Connor again!
God, I just
we
said he's gonna
completely
get
missed it!
Hey, baby. Woo! They get 4-0.
Just said he's gonna get 94.
Break it.
Kyle Connor
Bet
makes
the
it
house.
4-0.
Bet the house and the car.
Jets win 4-3.
No, but you scored 3 on us now. Jesus.
The Bombers would spank the Cowboys?
Honestly, I'd probably get this.
Maybe, who
I
knows?
have no faith. no faith whatsoever.
Isn't this becoming a trend now? Every time we play Dallas, we go up 4-zip.
We haven't signed anyone. Dallas hasn't signed anyone. We signed a linebacker and a wide receiver. That's it!
40 goals this year for Kyle Connor now.
Oh,
with
40?
that. Yep, he
And
just
Dak
hit 40.
Prescott still has a fucking
my
job.
dad-
He still has a job.
Wait, the Stars fan in the chat's like, dude, my dad is a Jets fan. I feel the same about, he's a New York Jets fan. I feel the same all of Philly. It's at least I'm assuming New York Jets because he's talking football. So
Yeah.
Dak Prescott still has a fucking.
I was confused for a second. I'm like, this must be an awful
Yeah, well,
game for
King
you.
Julian supports the New York Giants, so...
Mike McCarthy hasn't done shit.
Well, King Julian probably
3
doesn't
years.
win anything.
All hail the New York Giants.
We lost.
I'm a Jets guy myself.
The biggest loss that we... And Zach Martin fucking retired this year. He retired.
How dare he?
Our best guard. And then we let Tyron Smith go. I think he's with the Jets now. One of the best left tackles.
that was
One of the
such a
best
nice-
offensive tackles we had.
That was a beautiful goal there.
But
though,
we
for
still
real.
have CD Lamb.
Now we gotta pay attention. We can't miss another goal.
Yeah, it was a Kyle Connor goal. You can blink and miss it.
If he is able to do it again, I'd like to not miss a hat trick.
Does he
Ehlers
already
skating through.
Does he
What?
have 2 goals tonight?
Yeah, he scored the third
He has
goal.
94 points.
Remember, he went 5-hole on Ottinger
Alright.
on the break.
I'm an absolute lemon right now, dude. Oh my gosh.
See, that's where I think of that. That's where I think of Adam Rosebud from WWE. Don't be a lemon, be a rosebud. Do you not remember that years ago?
No.
Because the whole joke is that all the Rosebuds were a bunch of like extra talent, and like Liv Morgan was one of them. Like they're actually like the Rosebuds are way better than Adam Rose ever was, because they were just extras at the time. Wonder what the betting odds will be for the Jets and Stars after tonight. Nice hit by Shen.
Like for playoffs, for cup odds,
Under 10
or-
minutes left in the third period. It probably. Yeah, great question. Are you talking playoffs? Because they wouldn't be playing each other.
You know what would really piss me off? If we play like this against Dallas in the regular season, we face them in the playoffs, and then we piss the bed like we did against Colorado.
Well, here's my thing. We got to deal with another team in the first round. Let's deal with that first, and then we'll deal with that problem later. You know what I mean?
No.
What?
I don't think my country's making it to the World Cup anytime soon.
Is Canada not making?
No, because they're already qualified.
I know, I'm making a joke.
Oh.
Because you're talking about El Salvador, obviously.
It's the Gold Cup, so
Is
we're
Canada
paired in
there?
with...
What the heck is that bottom country?
That's Curacao. They're
Never
an
heard
island
of
in
it.
the Caribbean. They speak Portuguese. They're Portuguese colony.
Oh, okay.
We're paired in with Canada, Honduras, and Curacao.
Yes.
Honduras is not bad this year, eh?
They're not that bad. That's what pisses me off. They always make it to the World Cup and we don't.
Why is there a goat? in
We
the
haven't
Little
made it
Caesars
since like the
hat?
70s. No. We made it in 1982 for the Spain World Cup, where we got dogged on by Yugoslavia. No, that was 70 something. We lost 10-0 one game in the World Cup
That's brutal.
in like the 70s.
Well, you know what? We beat Brazil 7-1, so there's that.
Yeah, but it's Brazil. It's a shock.
The Stars are Cup favorites. Yeah, even if the Jets win tonight, I don't imagine that changes that. Just because with Cup favorites, usually they'll look at playoff
Are they?
experience and whatnot. The Stars?
They were Cup favorites?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Stars, like, if you look at how... Firstly, the Stars normally are very good in the playoffs. Even though they haven't won it, they usually go to at least the second round, sometimes the third round.
Mm-hmm.
And they've gotten very close before. And they've consistently done well in the playoffs. And then also this year, you have to remember that basically the roster didn't change that much. But, oh yeah, by the way, they added Nico Rantanen. So it was one of those things where... And then,
when did he get traded from Colorado?
well, he got traded from Colorado to Carolina, but Carolina then couldn't sign him because they didn't make that a condition of the trade. And they're showing the camera of the Stars fans leaving the building.
Yeah. Typical Dallas fans. You should see the AT&T Stadium.
Holy crap, 24 viewers.
Oh, there was
Hey.
that many people that saw me crash out.
So how many more losses for the Stars to completely be done for the year?
How many people that saw me crash
So
out?
if you're talking the Central Division, it's basically... Wait, hold on a second. So if you're talking about clinching the Central, I think the Stars need to win tonight in regulation in order to do... Like, I'll put it this way.
No. No, they could.
Or I guess they could win in overtime or whatever,
This is
or
like
even
the sixth
if they
time
lost in
that's
overtime, they
conversation.
could maybe squeak in.
They could, yes.
But they would
Okay.
realistically, for them to have a good, they would need to win tonight.
Yeah.
In order to but they've already clinched a playoff spot, so it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
like they're gonna be in trouble. It's just they're
Yeah.
probably gonna have to play Colorado in the
Oh.
first round. So that's a whole.
But the Jets win this, we clinch the Western Conference. And that's
Yes.
pretty huge.
The Jets Cup odds are tied for 6th. Yeah, that seems about right.
Yeah.
Just
There's my goat, Logan
Uh,
Stanley.
do you guys like the weekend? I'm not a big fan. I'm not a fan of the weekend.
I'm a pretty big fan of Saturday and Sunday.
I was gonna make that joke.
I
like a bell.
I can
Shut up. I like a bell. We like him here.
I
Quiet down.
can respect him as
Quiet
an
down,
artist,
metalhead. Quiet down.
but I don't. His voice.
Silence!
Is too,
Silence, metalhead.
I don't know. His voice just doesn't have enough.
Silence, metalhead.
Just doesn't do anything.
Silence,
Shush.
metalhead.
No, I'll talk.
Shush! No, please.
This is my stream,
No.
bitch.
No, this is Andres' stream.
My stream. I'm Nolan. I am the hockey podcast now. I legally changed my last name to Nolan, and my first name Nolan, and my middle name Nolan. And my second last name-
Nolan.
My second last name Nolan.
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 Right, we're
What if you had
family
3 middle
getting-
names? What if you had 3
Bah,
middle
fans
names,
already walking out. Yeah.
2 last names, and a first name, and they were all Nolan? Then you'd be Nolan.
Like Ivan.
But except 5 of them.
Where did I hear Ivan from?
That's
He
a hockey
he
player.
was a hockey player in the World Juniors.
Oh. I heard it somewhere else.
I wish mine was.
I think he's
Kemper,
Czech,
Kemper.
right?
I have no idea.
He's somewhere from East Europe. Or Balkan, maybe. No, wait, no.
Wasn't he like Slovakian or something?
I thought he
Or
was. I
Balkan?
thought he was Czech.
Balkan?
Maybe is he
Could be
Slovak?
Balkan.
Maybe. He's Czech.
He is okay.
Yeah, he plays in Colorado now.
Ivan.
I
No,
just remembered
Ivan.
the other day I have an Ratu Future Watch Auto.
Nosferatu, what?
Ratu?
He's talking about
this is
hockey card.
Nosferatu.
Yeah. I just remember that the other day. I was like, oh, sick. The guy's actually doing something. Because I also
8 minutes left in the third period. Shots are 28-21 for the Jets.
I want you to bounce.
And it's it's funny. I don't think that the score is very reflective of how close this game actually is. Dallas has done well. It's just the few mistakes that Dallas has made, the Jets have capitalized on basically every
Jesus.
single one of them.
You're not a real Avatar fan.
The weekend movie Hurry Up Tomorrow is coming. Oh, is there
Is there a movie?
A real what?
I know he was
Yeah.
in a show.
Oh, Nikolai Ehlers is in a fight.
Sam Steele!
Come on, Ehlers. He is not a fighter.
So he must be pissed.
I hit him with a bat.
I
him
respect
go.
you so much.
Hit him
Ehlers.
with the beer bat! Hit him with the beer bat! Oh, Ehlers.
Yeah! Oh! You just got dropped by Nikolai Ehlers!
Give me some!
Nikolai Ehlers is like the least fighter of all fighters, and he just drops him!
Sam Steele, more like Sam Plastic.
Oh
Let's go,
my
boys!
god, Sam Steele just gets dropped by Nikolai Ehlers with an uppercut.
You just
Damn!
got dropped by a Danish
Damn!
That's your takeaway?
Yep.
You got fucked
Oh
by
my
a
god!
Danish person.
You got dropped by a Danish, and normally they surrender like within like 6 hours.
Oh.
Hey, imagine if he was French. That would be even more impressive.
Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah, he kind of pulls him down, so he doesn't like that. Oh, he completely sucker punch. So is Dallas getting?
The way
I'm
they
not gonna lie.
synchronize the-
Dallas should get an extra 2 here, because that
Sucker
you
punch.
could argue that all of that is legal up until the sucker punch,
Yeah.
before the fight. He didn't drop his gloves, so you can make if he gets 2 for instigating. I wouldn't be surprised, but also I wouldn't be surprised if they don't call it just being like it's already like
The
4 minutes left in the
synchronized
game.
dropping of the gloves. is
That was
fucking
so
great.
clean.
Let's see.
That was so clean.
Yes, my Stars can beat Colorado, but I'm glad they already clinched. But I hope they don't choke in the playoffs
Oh, I know
too damn
this
soon.
is-
By the way, sorry for my bad spot. Oh, you don't have to vlogs, man.
Hey, I
That's
think
fine.
we do have a power.
Yikes! I don't want to see
Yeah,
Ehlers
we
fighting
got-
fly,
we
fly,
have
fly.
power play, yeah.
See, you know what? Because he sucker punches him before it. Like
Jets power play, boys. Let's
Yeah.
go. Let's make it 5. Make it
Th-
5.
that's absolutely the right call because Sam Steele starts this whole interaction.
Someone's shat in his Cereals.
Balance on it.
No, that's the right call. Why the fuck is gonna fight?
Oh,
he
oh,
can't.
that was it. I thought that was
He can't
it.
fight or none of this dude.
You thought that was in too?
I thought that was it. I was about to destroy my throat.
Power play for the Jets. 7.5 minutes left. Jets
I said
holding
Let's
that on the
go,
outside.
Jets.
Shifley
Let's
on the
go,
side,
Jets.
moving that in,
Oh,
and Perfetti will put that back
make
for
it
Shifley.
95.
Up for
Make
Morrissey.
it 95 for Casey.
Onto the side for Kyle Connor.
Oh.
Connor with it, skating, and he keeps that in.
Wow.
Moves that for Cole Perfetti.
Oh.
On the side for Alex Iafallo.
AI
Moves
baby.
behind, puts that for Shifley. Up for Morrissey at the point. Dishes that back for Shifley. Back for Morrissey across. Morrissey trickles on his stick, puts it down for Connor. Back up to
Do
Morrissey.
it. Come on, boys. Make it 5.
Over to Connor. On the sidewall. Looking for a passing lane. Puts that for Perfetti. Back for Connor. Over to Morrissey.
To Shife. To Shife.
Or no, that's Morrissey.
Bomb.
Oh.
Bomb from the point. Bomb from
Shifley with it.
Oh.
Puts that down low. Jets moving in front. They're going to shoot it. It's going to go
Oh.
wide.
the...
Connor
Clap a bomb.
picks that up again.
Bomb from the point.
Moves that
boys.
down.
Bomb them like
Back
in
up for
America.
Connor. Over to Morrissey. Onto the side for Shifley. Shifley looking for something. Goes up in front. And it's shot. And it gets close.
Bomb
Perfetti
it like it's been
nearly
gassed,
gets
boys.
it.
Come on.
Over across for Shifley. Slap shot. And it gets stopped by Ottinger.
I don't know where the puck was.
34 seconds left in the power play. Shots are 31-21 for the Jets.
Yes, sir.
6:12 left in the third period. But
Oh,
a good bumper play.
tic-tac-toe.
Good bumper play for Perfetti to get that up for Iafallo.
Tic-tac-toe. I got
A
3
power
more.
play goal would be icing on the cake. It really would be.
We got a whole lot of icing to go around.
I like cake.
I like icing.
And the Stars will get it, and they will
Pillsbury
put that
Doughboy.
all the way down.
No, I don't know. I know there's Pillsbury Doughboy, but I don't know where.
Uh-oh.
And Stars take a shot in front, and oh my goodness,
Way to tie him up.
nearly get one shorthanded, but
Oh, what are you doing?
that's a bad play by Appleton. But Stars with it,
Apples call you banana.
they will pull that back before icing that down.
That was pretty funny.
Battle
thought
for
it
it,
was
Neil
funny.
I
Pionk
know you thought it was.
puts
That
that over
was
for
funny.
Sandberg, back for
It was a little
Pionk.
funny.
Just say
And
it is. Just
the penalty
it was
expires. It's back
No
to
more
5 on
power
5.
play.
Oh, you
And-
guys failed.
Jets get that in.
They're only winning 4-0.
Only
5.5 minutes left in the third period. Puck bouncing around the neutral zone. Stars going to pull that back, get a change. Mikko Rantanen skating up. Moves that across. Tries to get that for Duchesne, but that gets intercepted. It was Logan Stanley who intercepted that. Thomas Harley brings that in. Rantanen trying to put that across. Stars now get some possession in the zone, but then Tanev gets that out.
Shoot it from there. You won't.
Anderson Dolan
You're right, he won't.
with
He
it.
did not.
Barron has it in the corner.
Tanev goal, please.
Jets back on
Tanev
offense.
goal.
Under 5
Can we
left
get
in this
Tanev the
game.
goal, please. Or bomb it from the point.
Morgan Barron
Brother, you gotta
eats a hit in the
pass- you
corner,
gotta
but gets
pass
that
the
away.
puck, man.
Let's go, Danger
And the
Dolan.
Stars will break out.
You gotta pass the puck, man.
When you pass the puck, you make plays.
Dallas
when
puts
you
that
make
in.
plays, you might score.
And
When you
Hellebuck
might
will
score,
play
you
that
might
for
win.
Shin.
When
And
you
that will
win,
get out, but the
And when
Stars
you
will get
win,
possession
you
in the
get a
neutral
little
zone.
pat on the head.
And they'll
And
try to
pats on
put
the
that
head's
in.
not a good thing.
Jesus,
Shot goes
what
wide.
the hell was he aiming at?
I
Field
think
goal.
that went off a stick. Like, I think it
Field goal.
deflected.
He was trying to make it 4-3.
And Stars will make a zone entry, trying to get towards the center, but just gets caught up in too much traffic.
I don't know where the puck is.
Almost thought Kyle Connor took a high stick there, but
It
Oh,
was at
that's
center
foul?
ice.
Okay.
Iafallo will dump that in.
I have
Jets playing
followed
very
the puck
defensive
into
now.
the zone.
Just sitting back on this and trying to trap the Stars in the neutral zone.
You got trapped like a bear in a cage.
Yeah, Jets are playing a 1-2-2 right now.
Call it open season.
And Alex Iafallo bats that right out of the
But if
air.
the cage is closed, then it's
And the
closed.
Stars can't get a zone entry. Nice hit by Pionk. Sandberg takes that in the corner. You got both defensemen in there, so.
What are the odds that Logan Stanley gives it away?
And a shot out in
last
front that's saved by
minute and
Hellebuck.
Causes Hellebuck to lose the
A
SO.
million.
Can we put odds on a Logan
And Nito
Stanley? on
Niederreiter
goal?
dumps
Can we
that
bet
in.
the car?
Can we bet the
Well,
car on
the
the
Nito
puck's
Logan
right
battling
there,
behind.
man.
No, but he's trying to hold it there because then his guy can go in and grab it.
I don't
Keep
know.
it in!
Jets able to keep that.
Ow.
They dump that down low. Appleton goes after it, and then
Atta
Nito's
boy,
battling
Bubs.
in the corner.
Atta boy, Bubs.
Full pressure, man. Fuck it.
Way to go,
Pull
Bobby.
the goalie. Get Logan in there.
Get what?
Get Logan in there.
Let's get. Look
Oh, I'm front. Oh my goodness!
Oh.
Nino Niederreiter nearly gets his second goal of the game, but
We need a Logan Stanley goal here,
gets
boys.
stopped by Ottinger.
Everyone's leaving.
Really close
Look
chance
at it.
for Nino Niederreiter.
Everyone's leaving.
And
I'm
it goes to
calling
commercial
it.
break.
Logan Stanley scores.
Under 3 minutes left in the game.
Oh man.
This is your 3-minute warning.
Look at Dallas. Kind of miss Dallas.
Yeah.
Star's going to pull the goalie and hope they get Canucks luck.
What have they got to lose at this point?
The game.
Well, they've already lost.
Well, they've already lost that.
Oh.
That's not what he meant.
Been murdered. My name is Murder.
You don't.
No?
You don't want to be. Mur got murdered. Never even friggin'.
Did you just make an impractical fucking Joker's reference?
Yes, because all the times he got the punishments, he got the worst punishments.
Oh, like Sal not getting locked in a room with a tiger was.
Well, I saw a thing of like talking about impractical Joker's punishments, and then it shows like the weakest thing, and then it shows Murr's punishment, and it's just him and the Titan submersible. It's like that's the kind of punishment they get. Where's the defense is a very relatable Jets line. It's so weird.
Fuck?
It's weird seeing Hellebuck talk.
But he definitely.
It's not
He
as-
sounds French Canadian.
He's from Minnesota.
Exactly. He sounds French Canadian.
Do you want to?
That guy has some of the sickest lettuce I've ever seen.
What is it? Oh, hair. Speaking of
Ehlers does not look happy to be in
sauce.
the penalty box. Ehlers in the penalty box is like the most unnatural.
this is the
like,
second time.
He looks like a dog in timeout.
Getzlaff.
Oh, he's talking about all the guys that Ehlers has fought.
Wait, what? He
Holy crap!
did he
Those
fight
stands are
Getzlaff?
empty. Oh,
Wait, when did he fight Getzlaff?
oh, like years ago when he first got in the league.
Oh.
But
Look,
Getzlaff
look
is
at all
like
the
6'5".
empty seats now.
Yep, typical Dallas fans.
2.5 minutes left in the third.
I'd be one, I'm not gonna lie.
See, I can't do that because I'm like I paid for the whole game. I'm going the whole game.
Yeah. We had to do that for game 2.
Then also, it's like if everyone leaves to beat the traffic, you just become the traffic.
Uh-huh.
No, but it's true. Think about it. If everyone leaves at the same time early,
He's smiling. So
then you're
good.
not beating anything. You're just part of the traffic.
Ehlers is getting
Not
the
with
love.
that attitude.
Yeah, as he should get the love because he friggin' had a kick-ass fight.
What?
Oh, never mind. Different song.
Were you like singing like Van Halen or?
No, it was Bob Marley.
Oh, I was thinking like I'm trying to remember. the name of
Don't
the song.
worry.
That is not Bob Marley.
I don't care. Be happy.
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really paying much attention.
Alright.
He's like, obviously, fucking not.
Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy.
Jets gonna break that out. 2 minutes left in the third period, and Anderson Dolan's in there. Yeah, Jets gonna just play their fourth
Agent
line a
Dolan.
bit here.
Do it again.
Pionk with a shot,
Oh,
and then that gets
God.
saved by
5.
Ottinger.
You won't.
Sweet Logan Stanley needs a goal.
Logan
Morgan
Stanley.
Puts that out in front. Tries to get that for Anderson Dolan,
Jesus.
but he can't quite get
Oh.
it. Nino Niederreiter
Oh.
nearly keeps that in, but the
Nino,
Stars
you
will
are
get that out.
failure.
Mikko
Nino, you are
Rantanen with it.
failure.
My name's
And just gets absolutely harassed by Neil Pionk.
My name's
I love Neil Pionk for that sole reason. He's such a pest.
The thing is, Neil Pionk plays really, really good against really good opponents.
Yeah, like Connor McDavid when we swept them.
Oh, Neil Pionk was just
the Neil Pionk
he was an
conversation
absolute
a lot
pain
different
to
last
Connor
season,
Connor McDavid's. That's offside by like a mile. Like,
I remember the Neil Pionk conversation was a lot different.
You ever
this
thought
year
about
now.
being on?
okay, to be fair, that's because Neil Pionk last year was dog water.
Yeah.
Now Logan Stanley is in that position.
No, Logan Stanley's always been dog
He's
water. No, Pionk was good, then he got bad, and now he's good again. Stanley has been just
Why
consistent.
is he there then?
Why is he there?
Because they can't.
Because they believe that they can get something out of all 6'7" they have of him, but they haven't
Hey,
really
yo.
gotten much.
Pause.
Hey, yo.
Guys are fucked.
You
No,
said it.
You said it.
No, you thought it. That
No,
way.
that's crazy.
No.
Man. The fact that
Josh
you would
Morris
say that.
used.
You said all 6'7", okay? That you said it.
The joke is that he has six. He's
Okay.
6'7",
He has
and he
six-
doesn't.
He has 6 toes. Yes.
Yes,
he
and
does.
7 feet.
Maybe that's why he can't skate.
All 6 toes.
Squidward's
7
on the
feet.
ice.
All 6 toes and 7 feet, or 7 feet. 7 feet.
I would have
Does that mean
stayed
that
due
one of his
to
feet
I
do
paid
not
for
toes?
everything, but I'd be so upset. Like, nah, I'm going home. I'm
He
gonna
has
go
6
cry.
between all
No,
six.
I would be upset too. No, like I
7
get
toes
that.
between all
Ugh, I don't want to.
And we're under a minute left in this game now. Just 40 seconds left.
six. They score 3.
35-23 for the shots in
Logan
favor of the
Stanley, I
Jets.
swear to God. Okay.
And the
Play Gangnam.
31 seconds left. Shot stopped by Hellebuck. That was
Bichel.
Bichelle.
Oh, Bichelle. I just misread that.
That's you're good.
Nah.
I thought that's a
I like,
Bitchel.
I like the first one.
That's a Bichel.
20 seconds left. And Jets
When's
will
the
dump
last
that
time
in.
we've had 40 shots in a game? It's been a while.
35.
No, 40. When's the
his-
last time we've had 40?
That's his 35.
When?
He's not
when
saying
was
we
the
got
last-
it tonight.
Oh.
He's just asking.
Well,
6,
excuse me,
Let's get
Five,
Helly the goose egg.
4, 3, 2, 1. Connor Hellebuck with the shutout against Dallas. Jets needed a win tonight, and they didn't just get a win. An absolute statement of dominance
And
over the
we just
Stars.
won the Western Conference, boys.
And I believe the Jets have now clinched the Western Conference. I'm pretty sure.
8 shutout this season. 6.
8th shutout this season for Connor Hellebuck.
6 for Central Division.
Because it's a win, boys.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And now Connor Hellebuck is 6th in all-time wins in a single season. Connor Hellebuck at 45 wins. And first is Braden Holtby with 48.
And Martin Broder as well with 48.
And Martin Broder also with 48. That's right. It's a tie between the two of them. But now, huge win for the Jets.
That one was Motley Crue.
This is true.
Let's go, boys. Western Conference.
Look at those guys. Look at them. Look at them Jets fans.
Well, you know,
I'm just
Shaggy,
waiting to see the post saying clinched. You know what I mean? Like,
Shaggy, if
Yep.
we win 2 more points, we tie our franchise record for points.
if we get one more win.
If we get one more win,
Yeah.
we tie
That's
our franchise
112
record.
points.
Wait,
Now-
where's the why?
Well, to be fair, they may not use it. Like they may. Wait, hold on a second. Let's actually hear this here. So unless maybe the first tiebreaker is I don't know, but it's a huge win nonetheless. Like at the end of the day, it changes virtually nothing. It's a huge win. The Jets needed this, and they got it big.
Yep.
This is everything I wanted and more. Actually, this is a lot more than I wanted.
Yeah.
I wanted a win. A 4-0 shutout win was not what I was expecting.
Go home, go big.
Signed Stanley 3-2. That's a lot for a 7th
He
defenseman.
needed a hat
Sign him
trick.
1 by 1.
Maybe a 1-1, yeah. Didn't even know y'all were streaming today. Yeah, it was kind of a last minute thing. But
Wait, I want to see if they have anything disable clinching.
I think they're just gonna summarize the game. Yeah, but 60-minute
Are they just
effort, 8th
glazing the
shutout
stars
for.
now?
Well, they're just talking. They're just doing an overview of the game.
They're glazing the stars. and not
But
us.
the let's go Jets. Let's go Jets indeed. How are we feeling? We're feeling freaking
Go
awesome.
Jets, go.
But no, so for those kind of wondering what our streaming schedule is, we may
God
potentially
knows.
stream another game in, near the end of the season. We're not exactly sure. Just because Me and my brother have a lot of college stuff, exams, assignments, all that sort of stuff. So, not sure if we'll be able to. This was kind of a last minute thing today. But then when it comes to playoffs, game 1, we will be live streaming. So make sure you guys tune into that. Game 1 of the playoffs, whatever night that is.
What a goal
And
by
then
Morgan
game
Barron.
2, we will not be live streaming, as me and my brother and Andres over here will be, and Jake from Peg City Hockey will be in the building for that game. So make sure to tune into the video, the post game, and see all the footage of that. And then we will be live streaming games 3 and 4. Any game where the Jets are on the road, we will be live streaming. So when it comes to the playoffs, so make sure you guys keep that in mind. Do we go against Wildcard 1 or Wildcard 2? Wildcard 2. So that will be either Minnesota or maybe St. Louis. Well, because St. Louis is down there right now. Unlikely Calgary, because Calgary, it's probably going to be Minnesota and St. Louis. The question is, which one's Wildcard 1, which one's Wildcard 2? So that is most likely what is going to happen. So, you doing all playoffs? I mean, I'm hoping the Jets are all in all the playoffs. What we'll do is, in terms of Jets coverage, we'll cover the Jets for as long as they go. Hopefully, that's to the Stanley Cup final. We will cover the Jets as long as they go. We may potentially do other live stream if the Jets are eliminated. We may potentially do live streams from other series afterwards. We will have to see. It'll honestly just depend on how busy we are. But Jets, we will cover no matter what. So you'll always get your Jets videos. Jets playoffs, again, it should be all the away games for sure. And then some home games here and there, maybe. For sure, game 1, though. So, we're probably going to be... hold on a second. Which team would you prefer? I would rather we play Minnesota. Because we have a good record against Minnesota in the playoffs, even though it's been so long, I know. And then also... St. Louis going on that 12-game heater reminds me a lot of 2019 where they went on a big heater and then they rode that all the way to the Stanley Cup. So, despite the fact that we get the victory over St. Louis the other day, I think Minnesota's an easier opponent. So I think I'd rather take Minnesota. I mean, you could crap on the Jets all you want for what they've done in the playoffs. What the hell has Minnesota ever done in the playoffs since they existed? They just not much. So. I'd rather take the Wild in the playoffs, but at the end of the day, no matter who the opponent is, if you are the best, you should win. So, that's my logic. If the Jets are going to go on a run that they could potentially win a Stanley Cup, then they got to be the best team. They got to be able to beat anyone that gets thrown their way. So, which team would you prefer? Yeah, I already said that. Go Jets, go W. I think we're probably going to wrap up the stream here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
No, we're streaming till midnight.
We haven't done a stream in a while. Again, make sure you guys tune in for post-game later with Zach. And playoffs, obviously, we'll be doing our streams. Potentially a stream before that. We'll always put that out on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, as well as Instagram. So make sure you guys follow us on that. Links to that should be in most videos. I was about to say most video descriptions, but I think Zach doesn't put it in there. I agree with Carter. We want Minnesota in first round, not the Blues. Yep. Go Jets, go. Good night. And good night to you guys.